Hello and welcome to the fan cams after the Blues demolish the Lions by 76 points tonight. 24 goals, 10, 154. The highest score that the Blues have put up since apparently 1987 is what the people were saying on the train. To 11 goals, 12, 78. We broke the Lions, back-to-back premiers, who are coming off 7 straight wins with an average winning margin of 43 points. I mean, that's the one. That's the one. That is the one where it just we had been speaking about it, about how is there ever going to be a game where we get the scoring opportunities and we're efficient? And that was the one. That was absolutely incredible to watch. That was I'm like floating. Sometimes footy just does special things. And yeah, we do not finish the fan cams tonight until I pass out. That's how it's going to go tonight. I would love to talk to absolutely anyone who's up for it. I'm going to put the link in the chat now. What you've got to do is click it. Link to call in. Click the link. You will be put into the green room below, and I will bring you up, and we will just soak it all up there. I mean, where do you start? I'm going to start with Gavin. But before I do that, I've got a few donations to get through. Thank you very much for those of you who donate. Firstly, Carlton Football Club Lover 69 with the $8. I, Graham Wright, hereby appoint Joshua Fraser as Carlton coach for the next 20 years. Special. Thank you, mate. Scrambled eggs at night with the $20. Thank you, because I'm just friggin' happy. Can't believe it. Yes. Super Coach Kiss of Death, $2. Geelong fan, Dean is your Connor O'Sullivan looks. Yeah, Harry Dean. Harry fucking Dean. Harry Dean kicking a goal. Moondog, $3. Best wins since the 2023 semi-final. Just wow. Yeah. I didn't see that coming. There is one man that did see this coming. You know, there's one man. I'll bring him in. It's Gavin. Firstly, Gavin, hello, mate.
How good was that? How good was that? I messaged you before the game, and I don't message you often, but I had a gut feeling all week. I'm just like, all the hype about him, like all week, it's like, oh, nah, there's no chance, this and that. Even like, you know, our supporters and that, like, you know, we've got some absolutely awesome supporters, but then on the other hand, there's the ones that they just can't see through the negativity, you know, like they just can't do it. It's just like, they're like the broken clock supporters, I like to call them, you know.
Yeah.
They just throw mud at the wall, and they're maybe right a couple of times or whatever. They're just the broken clocks. But then, you know, like, I'm the eternal optimist, I know that, but it's just a winning mentality. Like, and that's what the club showed today. It's just, it doesn't matter who the opponent is. We come to this game and we come to win. And I reckon that's the first time that I've seen us actually demolish a side for an actual player's, 250th, 300th, whatever. It's just that they absolutely pulled their pants down. Speaking of that, actually, sorry, I just want to say this one thing in the watch along with Pommy. Pommy took his pants off at the end of the game. He pulled his pants off and threw them. It was the greatest watch along you'll ever be involved in. He was going off his head. It was incredible. I was laughing, bloody crying, everything. It was just, what a night Like, but that's what I've been talking about, Terry, for the whole year. Winners fucking mentality. Like, what are we doing? Why? Like, what? We lose a game and then we all throw the toys out of the cot? No. You come back the next week and we're winners. We're a winning club. Like, we're not the Voss club that, used to fucking lose after half time. We're not that club. We're a winning club now. And that's what we do. What do we won? Like, what's this? Like 9 out of 11? Like, start to believe. Like, you get Andy on a Thursday night every fucking week. He sits there and he goes, I don't think we're going to win this week. And it's like, Andy, come on, mate. Get on board. Come on. And then you get Joel on and he's like throwing bloody shit in the air. It's like, come on, guys. Get around him. Yeah. What more do we need? Look at this. How good is this? We've got the best emblem in the whole entire club. In the whole entire league. That's the best. We're winners.
Nah, mate, I got to say, you were the first person to even remotely consider winning this game this week. You were ridiculed. And you are unapologetically you. I sent you a few messages today.
I'm a self-confessed nuffy, and I'm not going to apologize for it. I don't give a shit. I'm the head of the Nuffy Club. I might just get a couple of T-shirts made up. Carlton Nuffy Club. Next time I get on. And it's just like, it's all about having fun and enjoying it, and that's what we did tonight. I reckon that was the most fun I've had watching footy, like, in 30 years. I'm telling you, I'm 43, and that was as good as I've seen since, like, I actually, weirdly enough, I had the 95 grand final on while I was cooking dinner tonight. I was just like, I'll flick it on and watch it. Like, that's the sort of nuffy shit that goes on in my head. And I'm cooking my spag bowl, like watching the 95 grand final. And then I thought, I'll come down here. I had this top hanging up on the wall over there. I'm like, I might throw that on and watch the game. I just never do that. But I've got the 95 grand final top on and we get a win. It's just, you got to throw a bit of positivity out there and you never know what comes back.
Mate, I'll tell you, the train home just now, everyone was just
buzzing. It was just, I'm betting.
Like giggling. It was just euphoric. It was numb. It was like the most unbelievable zone of relaxation. Bizarre. Like, haven't experienced that many times in my life supporting this team. It was next level.
How was the Harry Dean goal? Actually being at the ground, that just must have been incredible. Like, how's that? His first goal, and it was just, I was just like, we've got this. That was like the second quarter. I'm like, we're beating them. I'd called it then. I was just like, we just had them all game. Every quarter, just like built and built and built.
Yeah, and
like they kept coming back at us, but we just built that lead. It was too far. It was too far gone. Once we hit that 100 points, it was like, I think it was done and gone. But what a night. Like, I think I'll tell you what this win reminds me of. I think there was like a Richmond win against Hawthorn back when Hawthorn were like, they were the it side. Yeah. And Richmond finally knocked them over and then they became that side. This is what that reminds me of. Just that, like, we're the club now. So, why can't we say that? We've won 9 out of 11, Terry.
Yeah.
And we nearly beat them last time we played them. And that's what gave me so much confidence, because I went to that game and I was just like, I looked at who they'd beaten and they'd really only beaten Sydney and Geelong out of the past, I think, like, whatever their 7 or 8 wins were, or whatever. It was like Sydney, Geelong, and the rest were bottom 8 sides. So that's what gave me confidence. I'm like, I just don't think that they're like, everybody's talking them up and saying how good they are. They're coming to our place. They're coming to our home. Like, no, I just didn't believe it at all.
I love it.
It's part Nuffy and it's part, like, probably like, it's 90% Nuffy and 10% watching games and looking at it. But yeah, I love
Mate,
it. It's just that's what it's all about. We've got to get
that is
around him.
exactly what it's all about. Yeah, mate, that's it. Like we've won 10 games for the year. We've already won one more game than last year, showed improvement. It's amazing when you make decisions which might look like it's going to hurt you in the short term when they start paying off long term. They got the environment of the group right. They got rid of the ones that didn't want to be there, rightly or wrongly, didn't want to be there. Like, sure, no worries. We're just going to have the ones that want to be here. And
Jagger Smith.
you know,
Jagger Smith.
pack it up.
Wow.
Pack it up.
Oh God!
Honestly,
I was watching him just going. It was almost a generational game. I'm like watching him going. What have we got here? And it's his first year playing for this club. Like we're watching him in his first year, and he was so incredible tonight. I was just watching, going, "This is not real. Like, how can he be this good in his first year?"
Yeah.
Like the goal he kicked too was incredible, but like he was just involved in everything. Like unbelievable. Oh, I'm spewing Cripps didn't kick that goal in the last quarter. I was beside my wife. Like she usually sends a text about like third or fourth quarter when we're having a good game, but second quarter I get it's very loud in there. I'm like, oh, we're going to win. We're winning. Oh, mate, what a night.
I love it. I love you. And bring on the fucking Saints next week, mate. Bring them on.
Fuck off, Saints. I'll tell you what we're going to do to them. Flick them away.
Yeah.
Off you go, Saints. Like you're a pretend club. Off you fucking go away.
Yeah.
And we're just going to waltz on into this wild card round. And I hope to God we play Collingwood. Please bring Collingwood on, because you know what? We don't lose to Collingwood in finals. Bring them on.
That's true.
Why stop fearing them? We've got to stop fearing these clubs, and we just got to get around them and just go, we can beat anyone, because we've just beat the back-to-back premiers, and it's about time we all got around them and stop being like little sooks and babies when we lose, and just like be positive and start enjoying footy, because like they're giving us every opportunity to enjoy it. Like 9 out of 11. Just have fun.
Yeah.
And I hope you have fun tonight.
I'm going to leave it there, my friend, but thank you very much. I'll speak to you throughout the week.
Mate, loving it. Love what you do. Love chat. Love everyone.
Go Blues.
Enjoy. Love it.
Mate. All right. I've got a packed waiting room. So I'll get to all of you ASAP. Stephen Dunlop with the $8 donation. Glad I was in attendance for this win. That was the best time at the footy. Enjoy, guys. Thank you, friend. Smelly, small E, 23, $8. What a win. You've been saying for a while there's a game coming where it will all click. That was it, and it was amazing. Credit to Fagan. Blues are a great team. Thank you, Jake, with the $8. If Cripper's goal in the last went through, would have broken the record for the most goal kickers for a side in the game. It was so close. Yeah. Nitro Goat. Hello, mate. Jakey was saying Saints will beat us. Rah. Hey, we'll get to Jake next week. He had a tough day today. Magnus with the $8. Harry Dean said post-game his old man missed the goal as he was in the toilet. No way. Peter. Hilarious. All right. Reese, I know you've got to be quick. Hello, my friend.
Hey, mate. How are you? That was incredible. I'll be honest. I missed the first quarter and a half because I did dry July. So today is a big day for me. Personally, my mum's in battling bowel cancer, so I did dry July for her, and I managed to raise, not to toot my own horn, but $2,700 or something like that. So
wow,
cheers. This is
cheers to mum, man. You know, every now and again,
she's
footy can come and help along with moments like that.
Yeah. No, it's great to do that. That was incredible. Just like so many of Fraser's games this year, I felt so comfortable. I don't know about you, but like, I know it was the reigning premiers, but like we were, we should have been 5 or 6 goals up at halftime. They got those couple of quick goals at the end. just felt so chill. We were, I don't know what we were up at 3/4 time, but then we got to like 6 goals and 7 goals, and I was like, oh well, this is done then. I haven't felt that with this team in a long time. We just felt very secure with the ball. And it was the young guys, which is the great thing. Jagger, incredible. Robert Wall's trophy, medal, whatever that is, but that's great. He was incredible. Harry was unbelievable. Harry Dean. That goal was so good. It was great. That it was very funny that his dad missed that. That was great. So many options as well. Like someone else said, 16 goal kickers. Incredible. So I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen for us for the rest of this year? But that was just that was a great full stop on Fraser's tenure. I think it'll continue. It has to continue, surely.
Well, we just
I
get
don't
to
know about
believe.
you.
I think it just injects an incredible amount of belief in everyone. I know he's going to get a mention at some point, and I felt it in my heart of hearts that we needed to just persist, and that's Brody Kemp.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you don't work that hard without reward eventually. And I liked how raw and honest he was. He was almost in tears last week about his goal kicking, and he was just emotional about it. He was honest and raw and authentic, and in my bones, I knew that game was coming. I knew it was maybe not tonight, maybe it was in the next few weeks, but the belief from him, the belief Harry Mackay got through unscathed, I think, and then the supporter base as well. Like next week, pack it up, mate. I was there today at the St Kilda game as well. I did a double header. There was like 32,000 people there. They don't believe in their club. We have to fucking intimidate them next week.
Yeah. Nah, look, I'm so stoked for Brady because I know that he just tries every time. Like it hasn't always hit, but he tries harder than almost anyone. So I'm very happy for him that he got five straight. That's crazy, or 5-1 maybe. St Kilda. They're a fake football club. Fuck them. Sorry.
I love it, mate. I love it. Thank you very much for calling in.
Cheers, mate. So yeah, go Blues.
Mate. Go Blues. All right. Free up a bit of space there. I haven't seen scenes like this in the waiting room for a long time. Pierre, thank you very much, mate. $31 donation. Best game in decades. Clean, relentless, intelligent, ruthless. A true passionate team game. As an older guy, Terry, I feel for the younger fans. This is the kind of team I grew up on. Go Blues. Yeah, we've been made to really appreciate it. Yeah, Levi Ashcroft, shit mug, didn't look so smug tonight, did it? Oh, I think I've got the photo here. Where is it? Yeah, I love it. Look at him. It's just good to get one back, It's just good. Joel.
Mate, where do we begin?
Go on. Tell me what happened.
I've already copped some flack tonight from someone, haven't I? But I'm as honest as they come, and I'm as passionate as they come, and you know that.
Yes, that's right, mate. You love your footy club, and you just want the best for it. What do you think tonight?
Well, I can't find a negative tonight. I mean, I really can't. And I've just been honest. Look, that was a great win, and it's great to see everyone up and about. It was, I can't think of a win like that in a long, long time. And just to pick you up, we haven't. I mean, it's kind of an irrelevant stat in a way because I checked. We reached. I think we kicked 160 points in 2013 against the Gold Coast.
Oh, so, okay, great.
So
no, they were talking about it on the in the train.
Yeah. No, I mean, that was the. But let's just focus on now. I mean, really. I mean, look, no fear. I mean, this. Yeah, I mean, that's I'm always into the attitude of sports teams and players, and it was just I thought, geez, they've come out tonight. It was a real. I thought looking good, and mate, look, I mean, I could just go on all night. I mean, I think you will be busy, and I think last week you said we didn't look in sync. Well, tonight we looked incredibly in sync.
Well, what was special about it, among many other things, was mistakes were made which were punished, and the Lions punish you off turnover, but we just kept pushing corridor. Didn't allow our bundle to drop. And this is a team that in the past, they go for that type of play, it doesn't come off, and they go into their shells. We responded to every single challenge that was thrown at us by arguably the best team in the last couple of years.
Yeah, no, that's it. I wrote that down. We didn't go into our shells at all. And I think that's the mental breakthrough that we need. I mean, you can have the players, you can have the skills, but once you crack that barrier, and it's the mental game, and start believing, which is what I've been hoping for. And so that's great. I think 16 individual goal kickers. Kempy's hopefully might be over his yips. If you can put that at bay, and I've been positive. I mean, I've been saying, play the kids. We've got good kids. Well, we've got good kids. We've got Jagger. We've got Dean. We've got Byrne. I've been hyping these guys up for a long time. And they're the players which are exciting everyone. It's not the old stages anymore. It's we had Nick Newman and Wiedering out of our back line, and you wouldn't know it.
No, true. Newman, Wiedering, I know he's been out. Newman didn't come in. Sorry, Newman didn't get up for the game. I'll tell you something else so many things stood out. So Brodie Kemp's kicked 4 goals at this point, and you wouldn't have blamed him if he was a little selfish and tried to hit the scoreboard again, but he handballed over to Will Hayward for that goal. I think it was in the 3rd. And it's like it's undeniably the turning point of this team. It's undeniably the turning point.
Yeah. I hope so. without, yeah. Look, I'm positive. It's I can't. As I said, I came on. I couldn't find a negative. I just think there's so many positives. I think 9 out of 11. I've always been confident with Fraser. I think he's just fitted in perfectly. No fuss kind of guy. Very intelligent, and he's got us playing great footy. And he's going to be, the favourite, and I'm all for it. As we've had our comment, I was kind of alluding to in a less overt way to you during the week that if we don't give it to him, then how could we not give it to him and then kind of keep him on and give the job to someone else, and So I'm all on the Fraser train, and talk about throwing a cat amongst the pigeons. Everyone will be talking about Carlton this week.
Cool.
Yeah. So no, I got the scarf on. Look, the Saints next week, looking good, mate. Go Blues.
Go Blues, Joel. Take care, mate.
You must have. I watched it from home, but you must have had it. It looked electric. How are the emotions tonight?
Pure, undescribable flow state joy. I'm still in that.
Yeah, right.
I'm still in the cloud. I'm trying to hold it together, to be honest. I'm still. Yeah. I think we're all sort of floating, and I'm not even trying to make sense of it. We just don't experience this. This is just not something that we have experienced, and it's a testament to so many things, decisions that have been made prior to today, and so just full credit to. Everyone, supporters who just hang on and keep going and whatever, club for making certain decisions, certain calls on players and things like that, and whatever. It was a really important night tonight, and hopefully it's a sign of what's to come for the next month.
Yeah, well, there's hope or hopelessness, and I'm on the hope bandwagon.
Good to see it, mate.
All right.
Take care. I'll speak to you soon.
Right. See ya. Go Blues.
See you, mate. Go Blues. Joel's up and about. Love it. All right. Matthew has a party, $8. Thank you. Came on here last week and highlighted Kemp's efforts. So happy for him. How fucking good was that? Our kids are genuine stars. Yeah. Carbone Carlton 299. Thank you. We kicked 153 against North last year. Go Blues. Yes, sir. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to do a little world tour because Riley's in the UK. Hello, mate.
Is that the best you've ever seen Carlton play in a game in almost living memory? I can't think of a better performance, like just 4-quarter end-to-end performance than that.
I am pretty sure we kicked 6 goals every quarter.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure we held Brisbane to 2 goals in the second half.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The connection. I mean, I was very. I said it on the fan camps last week. I thought we'd win. I was very confident going into tonight. I don't think anyone remotely expected that. I think we eventually, as the game went on, we wore Brisbane down. We bullied them out of the game.
Yeah,
and we put the foot to the throat. And the development of this group over the last 10 to 12 weeks it's hard to comprehend.
Yeah.
It's actually hard to comprehend when you think about it, that, the youth and I guess the middle tier of this list has really driven this charge.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Mate, Jagger Smith we're talking about it amongst ourselves tonight. I haven't seen a guy so clean with the ball, like the loose ball below his knees, since I think Judd. I think Judd was very clean like that too. He doesn't miss. He doesn't fumble. He's a one-touch player.
And he doesn't panic. He doesn't panic.
Yeah.
And I think there was a real good comment on the commentary tonight, is that the best thing about Jagger Smith, outside of how zippy he is out of stoppage and whatnot, is he assesses situations so quickly and so well. So he always knows when the second or third option, when the option is there to give, and then when he knows to pull the trigger. He's won the Rising Star. Harry Dean will come second. And the fact that we've had the top two, we'll have the top two in the Rising Star, whilst, very, quite likely now making at least a wild card, whilst, in a year where we started 1-8, it's unbelievable. It is a bigger turnaround than 23. Now, 23 got us to, we might not make final, you might not quite get there, but the turnaround from where we were this year compared to 23, it's a bigger turnaround in terms of, how low we were.
Yeah.
We sacked the coach, for fuck's sakes.
Well,
fans are walking out of the stands.
Yeah. We had 26,000 people at the game last week. We just fucking smashed Brisbane, bro. we completely, there's no question. There's no but this, we unquestionably belted Brisbane tonight, who are, mate, they're amazing. I mean, the way they move the ball, their end-to-end work, their kicking, we belted them tonight.
Yeah, we belted them, and then I also think eventually we beat them at their own game because we were able to get our uncontested ball game going, which, it wasn't necessarily a very high tackle game. I mean, we put a lot of pressure on the ball when we could, but we also had a lot more of it. So I think it was as close to as perfect a performance you can get. The atmosphere was unbelievable. There was 23 blokes out there that were intricately connected. I mean, you mentioned Brody Kemp. I'm thrilled for him. I'm thrilled. If I'm one shout that might not get done that much tonight, I think, the story of Wade Dirksen this year, to re-sign a contract and then do a really, post-signing a contract, do another big job tonight in that back six. Multiple intercepts, picking off right options. It's a credit to the whole club, and it beggars disbelief.
Wade Dirksen, 11 intercept possessions, 4 score involvements. I mean, you're not dropping him. I don't care if Wiedering's ready to play.
No.
He doesn't get dropped.
No. You don't drop him. You actually don't know who to drop. Like it will happen, but you don't know who. I mean, even you look in the last fortnight, we've talked about players playing their role. Lewis Young's role in the last fortnight has been huge in what he's been able to get forward. He negated Harris Andrews tonight. Harris Andrews was a non-factor in the game.
Yeah.
And he played a big role in it. It's in sync. It's in flow state. I'm really looking forward. I'm actually going next week. First time I've gone to a game in 2.5 years to look to knock the Saints out. I cannot wait.
I was there, man. I watched them today. They had the game on their terms. A few things didn't go their way. Jack Silvani got injured, and then Kerno got a few late goals to win the game for the Swans, and like whatever, they ran away with it. What the Saints lack is what we have, and that is the fucking roar in the crowd. Yep. They lack it. They lack the fucking zest and the thirst for it. But anyway, we'll get to the Saints next week. I mean, moments like that. I mean, you're coming home next week, so there's that. But I was going to say, like, moments like that when you watch them, it's emotional.
It is. It's as close to perfect as you can get. And I think, you said last week we didn't stand up in Cripper's 200s. Boy, they stood up tonight.
Yeah.
And if there was ever, and they did it for Hainsey as well. And if there were two blokes that deserved it, it's them too. So it's a real good night to be a supporter.
And the symbol of the Cripps story. So his 200th, couldn't get the job done that night. His 250th, he didn't dominate tonight. He was nowhere near his best. And everyone else, it was like the team did it. The team did it for him and for Hainsey and for Fraser. And there was a lot going on, I think, as well, that I think might come out soon. But special night. What is it? It is Saturday, the 1st of August, 2026. Will go down as a special night. We'll remember this one.
Yeah, this was one of the greats.
Mate, see you next week.
See you next week. Go Blues.
Go Blues. Love it. All right. Yeah, I will keep putting the link in the chat, guys. Still got a full waiting room. I pretty much, as soon as someone leaves, someone replaces in the waiting room, but I will get to all of you, I promise. Ben Leonard with the $15. Thank you, my friend. I think it was simple tonight. Good kicking is good footy. 11 goals, 2 from set shots. There you go. At the start of the 4th says it all. Reward for effort goes a long way to winning the momentum battle. Mate, spot on. Tolls with the $5. You are out in bumfuck nowhere for your cousin's 18th birthday bush stuff. Filthy, I missed it. Kempy, 5 goals, 1. Dean's first. Cripper's legacy on display for $250. Historic. And John Leonardos has thrown a $10 donation. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, going to the US because Ben is here. Hello, mate.
Hey, how you doing, Terry?
Where are you?
I'm in my house, Brooklyn, Williamsburg. That's the Williamsburg Bridge behind me.
There is a white. Is that like a behind you? I think I see BA. Oh, it says bar. Okay, there you go.
Yes. Maybe if we get a little closer, I'll paint the aura and send you a picture.
Mate, how good was that? What was your set the scene? Set the scene. What's happening in your world right now?
Oh, it was phenomenal. I mean, we got up early, and I just wanted to see us compete. I didn't see a 76-point blowout, not against Brisbane on a 7-0 streak. All the big games we won under Fraser, I felt like there was always, what was it, like the buts, Geelong, but they were in a patch. They weren't doing well. And then, GWS, but they keep losing to teams under them on the ladder. And this was just, there's nothing to discuss. How's your ladder predictor looking?
Oh, we're going to fire it back up. It's
about
weird.
time.
Not that I lose belief. Maybe I did. I didn't. I was almost scared to believe. I just didn't see it coming. I didn't. I didn't see it coming. Not because I don't believe the boys are trying their best. I just didn't see it coming tonight. And it makes it even more special.
Yeah. Well, I was worried. I was really excited at halftime, and it just in the back of my mind, I was like, yeah, but is it another first half, second half fade out? They haven't done it under Fraser, but this would be the time, right? This is it. And they did it for 4 quarters. What was it? 6 goals every quarter. They just, that's what we've been looking for, is consistency. Oh, it was gorgeous. And I want to give a shout out to 2 people that I've heard. One, Riley with Wade Dirksen, totally agree. He was so huge this game. Quiet. I mean, Dean was incredible, but the other one that I have been looking for and definitely did not disappoint was Cooper Lord, who he's part of that, the young cohort that we really need them to get games together, because when they do, it looks like something special.
Yeah. Cooper Lord's growing. He's playing on that wing. Had a nice match up there with Bruce Reveal for the majority of the night. And as the game went on and as the game heated up, he got better. He got better with it, and he's clean in traffic. He's got a nice connection with Jagger. They've got this telepathy with each other on the field, and
magnificent stuff. Man, did you see what was the crowd, the cheering for Harry Dean after his goal when I think he took a mark, and the roar was incredible through the speakers. We could just hear the crowd screaming their heads off.
And when Harry Dean kicked that goal, the fucking place was rattling. The fucking stadium was rattling when he kicked that goal.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's good. It looks good. I hope we just take it to the Saints next week, and then we just have to beat the Bulldogs, which I think we can do. We've done it before, and we'll see what Freo decide to bring on their last trip of the year. But it looks pretty good.
Hey, we can beat anyone.
Yep.
Tonight proved that we can beat anyone.
Yep. No, it was our game. It was watching them outpossess Brisbane was just, it's what we've been working toward all year.
Yeah.
That's the game we're trying to play. We're trying to play the handball game, and we were killing it. That handball game tonight looked amazing, but also knowing when to stop and knowing when to cool off just a minute and just take really smart, sharp kicks.
Yeah.
And it looked incredible. Ollie Florin was such a presence.
Yeah.
Him and Hayward have that connection, definitely. A couple times where Hayward would be running up the wing and Florin would pick him out from halfback. And oh boy, I'm excited about this team. I'm excited about next year. I'm excited to see Harry O'Farrell come back. I can't wait to see what that looks like. Get Matt Carroll back in there. Cody Walker, dare I say. Boy.
Hey man, we got to focus on finals football this year. It's still possible.
Oh yeah. Oh boy, imagine that. Well, again, if I've kept the last week in September or last weekend open just in case. In case. We'll see.
Get those flights ready, mate.
Yeah. Thanks, Terry. Enjoy.
Oh, yeah. Thanks,
Go
Ben.
Blues.
Go Blues, my friend. That is Ben, our American friend. Matthew has a party, $8. That trumped the Cats win in 24 for the most complete and impressive win. Unbelievable night. Yeah, mate. Wow. With an $80 donation. That was special. Thank you, mate. Good to see your name. It's great to see you. Hope you enjoy the night. And thank you very much for that. That's extremely generous. Dione, 200 Thai baht. Sawadee Kap. Shout out to Harry Mackay tonight. So important for our structure. Also, if you get a chance, watch the moment in the rooms with Harry Dean and his dad. Beautiful. Yeah, on the train on the way home, someone showed me a photo of Harry Dean with Peter like hugging, and so I've seen no post game coverage. I've seen nothing. We'll get to all of it. Don't worry. Actually, I think I can see it here. Oh, I love it. Just hugging him. Unreal. Okay. Let's go back to the UK and our international flavors, because Paul Edwards, mate.
Terry, how good was that?
Best night of the year, mate. Best night in a long time.
Mate, that was the greatest night of my current Carlton experience. I have not experienced anything like that before. I tell you, tears were running down my face at the end of that game, and that really just doesn't happen at all. It was so emotional, and that was the most complete four-quarter performance I've ever seen. That was what a night, party time, mate. What a night!
I think for a lot of us, I mean, you've been a Carlton supporter for, is it 2 seasons?
2.5 years now. Yeah.
2.5 years. I think Carlton supporters who have pretty much been born post 2000 or in the 90s, that's up there with one of the better four-quarter performances. And I think sometimes we can discredit four-quarter performances when they're against, bottom teams, and that's the type. But that's one of the best, the top 4 team. That's a top 4 contender, premiership contender. So to do that against them is, it's magic, mate.
Yeah, look, and don't listen to anyone that says, well, Brisbane had an off day. We made them have an off day. From the very first minute, we hassled them, we hurried them, we never let them settle. We never let them get into the game that they wanted to play. We chased everything. It was just brilliant. We never let them in the game. I mean, we were always going to win that game after half time. I think, there was only one team in it, and it was a question of how many points we were going to score. And, it was just absolutely amazing. So pleased for Kempy. I think I predicted, and I think I was joking. I said he'd get 5 goals today, and he did get 5 goals. And as for, Jagger, he was everywhere, just ran 'em ragged. It was just pure magic to watch his artistry. I absolutely loved it. And of course, the Harry Dean goal that just got the crowd absolutely rocking. I mean, where were you when that went through? Were you up that end or the other
I
end?
was. It happened. He kicked it to my end. Yeah, I was at that end when he kicked it. Up and about for that one. The one I mentioned earlier, where Kemp handballed over to Hayward, and Hayward slotted that. There was, I think it, for me anyway, it just ignited a bit of real belief. Like, oh shit! Like, we're a dead set chance. And it was funny because even in the fourth, I think we're up by 47 at one point, and we were having a laugh amongst ourselves because we're like, oh, we're down by 47. I still don't truly believe, like, what have they done to us? Like, we're just laughing, just all the residual damage over the years, where you're still not really sure. But when I watched the replay, I mean, clearly I know the result. We won the game, but that game was won. They refused to give in. They refused to stop believing tonight. They were magical, the Blues.
Mate, that was an emotional release that all we fans needed tonight.
Yeah,
I mean, that was just incredible. And, it goes some way to making all the pain and the hurt of the past games. That's what we wait week after week to witness. And when we see it, boy, we just need to absolutely stay in that moment. It was just wonderful. And and we'll all be buzzing into next week now. The game against the Saints obviously is a bit of an 8-pointer, isn't it? We win that. I think 10th place is there for us to lose, really, isn't it? After that.
Well, that's it. I mean, a win like that tonight puts things a little bit. I mean, at the end of the day, it was always in our destiny. You've got to win the games that are ahead of you. We've got tough teams when you look at it before the game's played, but I like it. I like playing the good teams because they bring the best out of you. They like to play Brisbane. You have to be at your best if you're any chance. So we'll have to be at our best for the rest of the season if we're a chance to get there. Oh, and then if we do, Paul, no one's going to want to play Carlton if there's a game in Melbourne. No one's going to want to play Carlton with us. No one.
No, absolutely. I don't think anyone wants to play Carlton at the moment anyway. I mean, I guess the last game of the season, the Freo won't really care. So, I think we'll be motivated. They probably won't be. So I can see us winning 3 games, for the rest of the season. Things are great at the moment. I'm absolutely rocking over here, mate. The UK is buzzing. It's the sky has been blue over here for probably about the last 3 or 4 weeks, and I think that's a good sign. Everything is blue, mate. That's all I'm seeing is blue. And big shout out. I've made a lot of really good friends via your channel, and really enjoyed doing a watch along with Jen and Kylie this afternoon, and Dione, and Wayne, the great man as well, who was in the ground with SARS. It's great to be able to talk to like-minded fans and build up really good relationships and friendships. And look, I'm loving it. Absolutely buzzing. And bring on next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Have a glass of wine on me, and I'll catch you soon, mate. You take care.
Love you, mate. Go Blues.
Cheers, Terry. Go Blues, mate. Bye.
That is Paul. Spider with the $10. Thank you very much. David Duran, $5. Hello from Southwest Kansas, USA. You watched your first Blues game last year at the MCG. You are up at 4:30 a.m. to watch this game. Wild card, here we come. Go Blues. Amazing, mate. Great to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. Tim Tam Tassie, thank you for the 8. Petra Khan, who I saw at the footy today, $3.43. There's something cryptic about your numbers. I haven't quite put that one together, but 343. I'll think about that, what that means. All right, Talon.
Oh, mate, what's going on?
Good. Where are you?
I'm currently in the Twin Cities for the weekend, which is Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yeah. Came for SummerSlam and only for Carlton to put in the best performance I've ever seen in my life. Holy shit. Fuck. 4:30 wake up, but worth it. Absolutely worth it. Fuck. Mate. Riley had me confident last week, I'll be honest. He kind of convinced me, and then I mean, against mate Terry, 17's coming. It's coming.
I'm here for it, mate. Trust me.
But I mean, mate, that midfield, right? The reigning back-to-back Norm Smith medalist, a 2-time Brownlow medalist, still one of the elite midfielders in the competition. A guy who's been the gold standard of elite wingers for the last 5 or so years. And I know he's not a first-year player, but it is his first year playing. Jagger Smith. This kid just comes in and runs amok on him. Yeah. He might be the one. He might be the one. And the thought of him and Cody Walker in the same midfield. Oh, it's yeah.
You know when you sometimes get a younger player and a more experienced player, and then they're at either ends of their career, and you're like, for example, I wish Cripps could have played with peak Judd a little bit longer.
Oh, yeah. But these two kids are going to play at their peak for us for 10 years.
Taylor Byrne as well, man. Come on.
I know. And mate, when Harry Dean kicked his goal, I knew it was over. I knew we were winning. I was watching it on the TV. I could feel the eruption through the screen, like, as I was, like, I could just imagine. And I'm like,
Taylor,
fuck.
It was
I could feel it.
Fucking joint was rattling tonight.
I could feel it through the. It would have been like, I remember, like, I was thinking about atmospheres at Marvel Stadium, and there was that round where we played Sydney,
Round 10,
Indigenous round. Yeah. When Zach Fisher kicked that goal, it was like, yeah, it would have been similar. But I know Brisbane clawed it back to 3 goals after that. But I'm like, mate, Harry Dean's kicking goals. We're taking the piss here. Like, yeah. And then there was a play. Sorry.
No, please go.
There was a play in the first quarter. Like, it was a turnover where Zach Bailey kicked his goal, and I thought for a second, how long? Wait, and I thought, all right, we've got a turnover. We know Brisbane were going to punish us off turnover, and it's like, all right, how are they going to respond to that? And they didn't drop their heads. They just got on with it. And anytime Brisbane looked like they were going to come back at us, we just kept our heads down and kept at it. And mate, last time we kicked, David King on Fox Footy said last time we scored 154 points in a game was 15 years ago.
Fuck.
Like, it's a joke. It's a joke. Like, we genuinely can beat anyone. Like, I think and going into this, I was like, look, I'm still not convinced on Freo. I think Brisbane look destined for a three-peat. Obviously Hawthorn look unbelievable at the moment. I think maybe if there's a team that might have us figured out and be tough to crack, it's Hawthorn. But we've seen games with Hawthorn play. Like, they're gettable. They've got weaknesses. So
everyone does.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's no perfect team in this comp, and it's like, I think, look, in finals anything can happen. I'm just spewing that, like, we can't climb the ladder and get Sydney at the MCG in a final. Oh, but there's always next year for that. And I think one more thing, two quick things I want to touch on. Cripps, I remember his 200th. You said we lost that game. He put the team on his back, and it was his teammates that let him down. But tonight was just the complete opposite. He was able to just coast and let everyone else go to work.
Yeah.
And Brodie Kemp just being the epitome of what happens when you stick to the process.
Yes. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Look, when he kicked his first one, it was an important one, and then the second one,
he kicked 4 in the first quarter.
Yeah. Well, kicked his first goal, and then like straight away had another shot on goal for his second. And I think a lot of us in the crowd were sort of thinking it too, like, come on, Brodie, this is the one that it's like on the either end of this next one is your confidence. Kicked it, they got around him, kicked the third. And I think I'd love to ask him, once you've got 3 straight, surely mentally it's like, all right, I'm good. I've kicked my 3. I don't have to worry about have I kicked goals, have I not? And then I think he might have touched one accidentally on the line, but then he kicked another one straight away after that. Yeah, he was... Yeah, I'm stoked for him. After last week and after that emotional piece of footage, I'm stoked for him.
Yeah, I think him getting that off his chest on live TV was big for him. I think that really relieved a lot of weight for him. And I think I saw a report as well that Chris Davies said Fraser's got a week to put his hand up for the job. Well, he literally just went, all right, here you go.
I might take that, boys. Yeah, cheers, lads.
Like, yeah. Like, talk about presenting. Like, was that his presentation right there?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously when you do present, you gotta have there's a big picture aspect to it as well. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be he's got to be in the driver's seat after that. I know we got some crucial games coming up. St Kilda, we got a chance to bury them next week, and we'll still be in a race with GWS if we can get that one done. But honestly, Terry, after not being here for this game, I don't know if I can attend another game again if we're going to play like that.
Hey man, play your team role. Do what you got to do.
Exactly. The saying, there's no one individual that's bigger than the club. So, if that means we continue to play like that, I might have to take a back seat. But yeah, unbelievable. But yeah, I know you got a lot of people that want to have their say and celebrate. So I'll let it keep moving. But yeah, thanks for having me on.
No worries, man. Thanks for calling in. Thank you. See you, dude. I think that's like 4 or 5 people who have called in from outside of Australia. Sandy, $30. Thank you, friend. Appreciate that, mate. All right. Johnny Carlton. Hello, mate.
Tez, mate, how are ya?
Fucking awesome, mate.
Mate, how good was that? I'm still in shock. I don't know what I just watched.
It hasn't gone away. We're an hour into this. Like I haven't come down. Like I'm
Insane. Like what a perfect day. Like the VFL in the morning to kick it off, and then this just to top it off. Just absolute amazing, mate. Just still in shock. But I don't know if anyone's spoken about this guy, but I really want to mention him. The last 2 months, he's been phenomenal. His name is George Hewitt. Like another game today, 33-1. And whenever we need a goal, George just pops up somehow and just knows where the goals are. And the way he was battling through that midfield today, it was just he was phenomenal, Tez. Like
mate, he got dropped.
He got dropped.
They dropped him. They fucking dropped George Hewitt, bro.
They said our midfield was too weak, and look what happened. We've smashed two midfields in the last 2 weeks.
They dropped him. They dropped George. Kane Corn said we were mentally weak 2 weeks ago.
Oh, just it's funny how a couple of weeks can change, Tez. As I said, like all around, everyone played their team effort. As I said, a lot of people have said that Cripps didn't need to do what he needed to do tonight. Could have just sat back, do his role as a leader. And Brody Kemp, good to see him kicking back. A couple of weeks ago, everyone wanted him out of the team. This is why you don't drop it. This is why you don't drop a player like that.
I never wanted him out of the team.
Never wanted him out of the team. He needed his confidence. He's working his ass off in training. And tonight he just proved that the hard work just pays off. If you keep going, if you want something, that's what happens. Hard work pays off. 5 goals tonight. Absolute amazing. And good to see Harry back. Like, was not expecting that in a return game for Harry. But yeah, just as I said, team effort tonight. And question I ask you, Ted, is do you think Wiedering gets in next week? And if so, like, is Dirksen the unlucky one? Like Dirksen's had a month and a half.
I mean, we just beat Brisbane by 76. Unless there's an injury, maybe matchups. Like, I don't know. I just can't. Right now, I just can't think of dropping anyone from a 76-point win, kicking 24 goals. 10.
Yeah.
I can't see it right now.
And just another thing tonight, we were just so accurate in front of goal today. Like it's the first time in a couple of weeks that we just every set shot was just accurate. Like as I said, like obviously St Kilda next week, big game, big game. Yeah. But if we keep playing like this, Tez, mate, we can go all the way to September, mate. I'm telling you, it's just I can't believe it. We're 1-8 at the start of the season, and now look at us.
We're in the 10. And we just got to keep winning games, and we can play finals footy. Just got to keep winning games.
That's it, Tez.
Well, I know there's games than last year.
Exactly, and that's a positive. So, look, I know there's a lot of people waiting. So, thank you for having me on. I haven't been on in about 5 years, so it's been a while since Gold Coast in 2020, I think it was. So, yeah, crazy scenes, but good to be back on, and have a good night, Tez. Thank you.
Bro. Go Blues. Love it. Thank you, Johnny Carlton. All right. Guys, thank you very much for your donations tonight. You're popping off. Carlton Football Club Lover 69 with the $5 says, you know when Harry Dean kicks more goals than his opponent, Logan Morris, shit is going down. Wait, what? Did Logan Morris not kick a goal? Holy shit. Yeah, he kicked 2 behinds. Batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. All right, Thailand. Jeff.
Good evening, Terry. How are you today?
Good evening, sir. I am fantastic. And you?
Well, 31 years since I've seen Carlton play like that.
Really?
And the force, and this is not going to go away. It's a disease. It's a thing. It's a frequency. It's in, and they're up and about, mate. You see, Josh Fraser come in. We won 8 games straight. Then we hit Hawthorn, hit Collingwood. He's made the adjustment, and they have made the adjustment. Where is the peak of this team? You saw blokes like Cooper Lord come in. Like, he was everywhere. He's playing on the wing, but he's just popping up everywhere, taking marks. The passing, the kicking, the presentation, the will. And I've had faith in Brody Kemp all the way. And last week he was given the ball off. Look at his groundwork that he does. Even when the ball comes to ground, he's like a rover, and he's got this football smart. And today, brilliant, because the ball was coming in into the full arc near the square. Many weeks we're breaking down, coming into the D, or just hitting the D and it's bouncing back out. Today we penetrated. I can't fault anyone today. Who played a bad game? Nobody. Harry Dean is berserk, mate. The dude is just going mental. I mean, who's Wiedering? What's that? What's one of them? Hello? What we're seeing out of our back line and Haynes, people have been bagging him. I think he's the best thing since sliced bread. He is so consistent. He's a calming factor for our back line, you know. Wieders was great, but he'd dump kick up the bloody wings and the ball would keep coming back. That's why he got a ton of possessions, because it was always coming back at him. The run, the aggression. And Brisbane tried to upset us, mate. They tried to hit us. They tried to mangle us. They tried. They really did try. But Carlton, I don't know, they're bloody
there were a few moments where I'm trying to recall if it was the second quarter or the third, where I think the Blues started getting some belief. And the thing about beating such teams is you have to mentally resist fearing them. And I think they started getting stuck into the likes of some of their antagonists.
Absolutely.
That little
work. Where was he? Where was he all day?
Yeah.
Harry Dean's ragdolled him, mate.
Yeah.
You know, and he's probably going to get fined or a week for that, for his head bouncing on the ground. But this team, Josh Fraser's made the adjustment, and they've come back. You know, we've got St Kilda next week. You saw St Kilda. I watched the game today because my mate's a St Kilda porter. And, of course, maybe Salvani won't play because he's dislocated his shoulder. But
no, that was shocking. I saw it. I'd be stunned if he played next week.
Yeah, because I keep saying to me, mate, he goes to St Kilda, he doesn't get injured. He goes to Carlton. He's playing at Carlton. He gets injured every year. We only get 5 or 6 games out of him. But he is a gun player. I mean, really is a gun player. But St Kilda's got a bit of a wild card. But I think if we storm them like we stormed Brisbane, look at Brisbane in the last quarter. They kicked 3 points. They were stuffed, mate. They didn't know what to do. They were done. They were cooked at 3/4 time. 140 points, 107. What was it? 117 points at 3/4 time.
Yeah, where we kicked literally 6 goals every quarter.
Well, you know what? I came on a couple of weeks ago and I was talking about the goal kicking, and I was just saying if we kick straight, we beat these teams by 4 goals, which was the 2 losses we had, Hawthorn and Collingwood. Fuck, we kick straight today, fucking 70 points, and just shared it around. There's backup, there's tackling, there's nous, there's footy nous, mate. Someone's put footy nous into this mob. How good is the trade we got for Curnow? Now, look, Charlie was a great player until he got injured, and he just he's like Wiedering. There's no second and third effort. You know what I mean? But with Carlton, these boys, we got Ollie Flawn, and Haywood, and Ainsworth out of that deal. Mate, these guys are gold. They're absolute bloody gold. Yeah. And now Jagger is starting to think a little bit more. And they said, don't worry. And Walshy run his guts out. Cripper, you have a bit of a rest, mate. What? And also the 250 for Cripper and Hainsey. I think they were trying to do a bit of a special effort there. So this means they're playing for their captain, they're playing for their coach, they're playing for each other. Now they know. And I'm glad they didn't change the team too much, because I thought they might have dropped Cottrell and possibly someone else, but where does Ben Camberelli fit in?
Mate.
The only word you can say is injury. If there's an injury, he'll come in.
Yeah.
You know? Did you see Blake Acres? You're at the game, Terry. Blake Acres, I remember 2 years ago when he was fit, he was all over the ground. He was up and down in the forward line. He'd chase the ball. He'd be in the same chain. He'd start the chain and end the chain. He's incredible. We really play well when him, Acres and Cottrell are up and about. But there's no denying we've got a group of young, very, very good footballers here. And they're hard footballers now. They know how to play football and they want it. We are in for a very, very good era. I've not seen a base of players like this for 31 years. There's been maybe here, a few stars and all that. No, mate, this mob switched on.
Yeah.
How can Josh Fraser not get the job?
Well, keeps winning, and he might have to just force himself onto the seat. So,
well, I think he's very clever in what he's done. He's just saying, well, we'll just see what happens, and by the end of the season, we'll see how we go. I think it's irrelevant whether we make wild card or not. What's more important that I can see is we get some games into Ben Camperelli and a few others if there's injuries going down. But you never know. If we flog St Kilda, then do a job on the doggies, and then, mate, we could kick shit out of Freo.
Yeah.
That football tonight would beat all them would win all them games.
Hey,
right?
Tap into that.
And that's where Josh Fraser has put them in that zone now.
Yeah.
He's moved within 3 weeks. We've now got this. Now that's the standard. And mate, no one wants to get dropped, and no one can come in. So they're going to play. They're going to play their guts out, mate, and look for each other. Oh, look, there was a few mistakes, but there was less mistakes this week with the balls, the transition of football, even banging it up the ground. And how was Billy Wilson's kick out in front of Taylor Byrne? One hop bounce, bang, straight in, goal. You can't defend that shit, mate. And you know what the best thing is? You're taking decisions away from the umpire, bad decisions, because your football's fluent, clean, and precise. And the umpire has no effect on the game then. I'm so happy for Brody Kemp because I really rate him. And, geez, he's got a good set of hands. He really does. And, look, Governor's there still doing the job, but hats off to, what's his name, Youngie. He's great. I mean, he can play up, forward, down, back, in the ruck.
He's had an important 2 weeks. 2 weeks as a proper utility, just wherever the team's needed him. So.
Brilliant. And I don't like to say this, but I will say it. Harry stuffed up a few times and slowed us down and buggered a few things up, right? And that is the mentality of he's been there a long time. He's a senior. He's good. He's a superstar. No, he's not. He's not a superstar. Move over, mate. If you can't cut it, you're out.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to step up. He's okay, but he's dropping marks, mate. He drops a lot of marks.
Yeah. Jeff, it's great to chat to you, my friend.
And anyway, as I said offline, mate, good things are happening, and just watch this space and go Blues.
Go Blues.
Well done to all the baggers, and enjoy this ride because it's going to last a while. And welcome to the Carlton demolition mob, mate. They're just going to demolish fucking teams, I tell you. It's brilliant.
I love it. Have a good one,
Take care.
Jeff. See you, mate. Kez, good evening. $15 donation. Thank you. Just got home. The car park was rocking as hard on the way out as the crowd. We decimated them. The crowd after Dean's goal was huge. That was right up there for performance and atmosphere with winning grand finals. Wow. I would never know what that's like. Duncan Cover, $15. Wieders is part of our DNA like Cripps. To contemplate trading him is strategically poor in the paddock and would bring a hell of a backlash from the majority of support as well. Yeah, where is he? He's there. He's almost back. Wieders should be fit and ready to go over the next few weeks. All right. Polo's in the studio.
Good to be back in familiar surroundings, mate. How are you?
Oh, the fan cams after a fucking 76-point demolition job.
I don't think many saw that coming, did they?
Where were you?
Very impressive. I was in the Carlton member zone with some very, very close family friends of mine. Big shout out to the Galantis, a big Blues family. They had the little ones there as well all night. They were ranting and raving, and it was pretty rowdy as well throughout parts of that game. It got really, really rowdy when the umpires made a few iffy decisions, which was good. Crowd was engaged. The team was great, and
crowd was engaged from the first half. Yeah. In there.
Yeah. No, he was. It was super from the get go, and that's what these home games are all about. Crowd was packed for an interstate game, and they got spooked a bit. The Brisbane Lions were tougher, stronger, faster, cleaner from the moment the ball was bounced, and it's the most points that Patrick Cripps has ever scored in a game, as in being part of a Carlton team. I think that's from Sir Swampy in his 250-game career.
Wow.
Carlton has never scored a higher score when Patrick Cripps has played. So there you go. There's a bit of history.
Mate, it was a history-making performance. So many themes from the night. I mean, what's important to you from tonight?
What's important from tonight? Unity. Feels like everyone's like this now again. And that's in no part thanks to the head coach, who's really put it at the forefront of what he's tried to instill at this club. He's talked about connection. It's been a real focus day to day, hour to hour, and you can see a team now that's playing for each other. They don't look spooked, playing on top of the ground, and the way in which they're chaining together handballs and moving the ball and playing with, it's not even playing with freedom. The way we play now is really sustainable. There's no drop off. There's no uncontested game. It's gone right through the roof. We're moving the ball with, it's not even confidence. It's just evidence now. There's a belief there that they can do what they've been able to not do over the last handful of seasons. And we can go over that ad nausea when we look back at it in years to come. But that was the sense of frustration for me and for a lot of us at the start of the year, that this is what could have been, and this is what these players are actually capable of with a few tweaks and some really, really competent head coaching. And that's what we've had for the last 11 weeks. And as far as I'm concerned, there's no reason why Josh Fraser shouldn't get the job, because out of the candidates that are left now, he's the most credentialed, irrespective of what he's done with the club over the last 11 weeks. Just go look at his CV. Just go look at where he's come from.
He took a mentally broken, if you want to call it that, team that was getting to winning positions and falling short over and over again in crazily similar fashion, and turned them into a team that believed to a level where even after getting touched up against the Hawks and the Pies and the like, were able to regroup, retool, and smash Brisbane. And Brisbane have all the tools to manage games and get back in the contest. Yeah.
What really struck a chord with me after those 2 weeks, especially after the Hawthorn game, was Josh Fraser said in the post-game press conference, and I think it's something, I know it's something that we all need to learn as a football club. When I say football club, I mean everybody involved, all of us. He said we can't catastrophize this result, whereas in the past, under another coach or under a different regime, we would have. And that game came with its own circumstances. We know Hawthorn is a very, very good football club. They're not a 10-goal better side than us. We know that. But you can just see that game and tonight was really above the shoulders. We were engaged tonight. We were locked in, and it all came up trumps because of the way we were engaged with each other mentally. And you can't underestimate how important that is. You cannot underestimate that. You can come up with the greatest game plan of all time, tactics and whatnot, but if you're not unified, if the dressing room's not managed properly, and players are not engaged mentally, you're going to get nowhere, and that is incumbent on the senior coach. You can see what Josh has been able to do with these lads. It's nearly a miracle what he's done, Terry. It is nearly we are at the moment just looking at the win-loss head-to-head. Carlton's the best team in the league outside of Fremantle.
Since Fraser.
We'll name a better team. Who's better since he took over? There's no better team at the moment. And again, the great test for us will be how they manage this. Such a great test, because this is the biggest result performance in this regime. How they manage this is going to be of utmost importance, a growth in maturity. There are still a few immature players out there when it comes to experience and inexperience, of course. But what I really liked about tonight is it wasn't all on the blokes, and especially the big figure playing his 250th. Did you mention it in the call or watching the game throughout? His 250th? There was no mention of it in the area that I was sitting in. There was no mention of it. I assume there would have been bits and pieces of it during the call. And at the end of the game, it was nice in the last 5 minutes to see everybody trying to get him the goal, and he nearly got it. It was ruined. But it was nice to see us actually go into that mode when the game was done, rather than trying to do it for him during the week. You have to inverse it. Focus on what you've got to do to then celebrate. Make it uncomfortable during the week so then you're comfortable after the game. The Tom Brady, Bill Belichick mode. That's the way you've got to look at it. And you've noticed it too. Like, you've been to training so often. You've done the training updates. How much better and how much louder is the communication at training? It's complete chalk and cheese.
So just with this week, Cripps, it's his 250th. Of course, he has to do certain bits of media, club media, things like that.
Yes.
But we were told he didn't want to make too much of a fuss about it this week. He didn't want to overdo it. He just wanted to just get on with it.
And he's maturing with that particular type of mindset. And again, it's not to say that was a bad thing or that meant he was immature or a bit, because we've relied so much on him over the last 10 years, and rightfully so. He's a champion player. He's a great, great footballer.
Yeah.
But this evolution of Patrick Cripps as a player, it's almost the handover. But the handover doesn't mean that your output diminishes or your impact on the team or your influence as a player or a leader or an experienced footballer diminishes. That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that the team just crumbles and folds. Terry, it doesn't mean anything like that. And this is why I've been so adamant that if you're ever in doubt, future-proof. Jagger Smith, Harry Dean. Just imagine if we had Dan Houston on the books at $900K. For the love of God. Billy Wilson seems to... How good's Billy Wilson going at halfback? Would you rather him or Dan Houston?
There was what was the moment for you tonight where you're like, we're not losing tonight?
How
far
Dean's
into the game? Okay.
That happens. You're just thinking to yourself, what the fuck is he doing up there?
Yeah.
What was he doing there? And the way he contorted his body to get the angle on the ball to kick the goal, he knew exactly what he was doing as well. People, am I wrong in saying that, and I'm part of this too, but the media and the way in which his season has been analysed has been so undersold. An 18-year-old key defender who's taking scalp after scalp after scalp after scalp. And it's not as though he's just a pure lockdown, mate. He's getting the ball, getting involved with handball chains, using the ball well, getting us going the other way too. He's led the back line for effectively the entire season. He's an 18-year-old key defender. I cannot think of a key defender that has come into the league at such a young age in his first year and has been able to do what he has done. We all knew he was a talented player, but not to. Did you expect him to reach this level early in his career?
No, I'm always very cautious with the kids that come through, just to
Fair
let them
enough
get a
too.
few pre-seasons under their belt, and when you're in your first couple of seasons, it's not like there's no pressure on you, but you just want to get out there and get through, and do your best, and you put a bit more expectation on the senior players and that sort of thing. But
Mm.
yeah, we don't talk like this. We haven't talked like this for a long time, but these kids are forcing the senior players to perform, because if it's good enough for Harry Dean to force himself to absolute exhaustion, then everyone else in that back line sure as hell is going to be doing it.
Absolutely. And we did the Monday show, when was it? Just under a month ago. It was about 3
Yeah.
or 4 weeks ago. And we spoke about the professionalism of not just Harry Dean, but the mindset of a player like Jagger Smith to come in and do what he's doing in his first season. He was phenomenal again tonight, and he got goals on the sheet as well tonight too. And he he stood up premier midfielders of the competition tonight. Clean hands, was able to get forward and kick some really, really important goals in the game as well. Nice little cherry on the top with that late goal from 52. And players like him, metronomes like him, and players like Harry Dean. And now looking forward, I know you don't want to look too far ahead given what's happened tonight, but like the way in which Cody Walker is going to come into that midfield mix as well, and just add a different type of profile. He's a different type of footballer to all those players in there. He's almost the finishing touch with what we need in there as well. And there was not one player who didn't contribute tonight. They all contributed in the best possible fashion, and that's why there's the argument now. It's almost irrefutable that this fella has to get the senior coaching role. He's getting the most out of every single player that is fronting up week in, week out. You cannot reach any higher than what he's doing at the moment. I think there's always a little room for improvement, no doubt. But if it was out of 100, he'd be getting 90 out of most of them. 90 out of most of them.
Fuck. Benny fucking Ainsworth.
Thought he was really good tonight. Had some really good moments. A few little moments, ball in hand, that he probably wanted back. But again, massive impact. Him, Florent, Haywood, those three players. Look, granted, they are all very experienced footballers. So what they're doing, Terry, I think we expect from players like that. And the club made a call on Charlie Curnow, or Charlie Curnow made a call on his career at Carlton. And Carlton have done a really good job acquiring these experienced players in a bid to replace what we lost with him. And we've still got assets to use when it comes to the Charlie Curnow trade as well, which holds us in a really, really good spot. And moving forward now from this point, you don't know what a win like this can do. It's this compounding interest that's going to affect the club for the better for a long time to come, mate. A long, long time to come. It is a very, very special night tonight. Very, very special night. We're almost high-fiving each other in disbelief at how the goals were just flying through. Never been to a game like that. Not against that opposition anyway.
On the train home, sitting next to a friend, Ari, I think he might be watching, like giggling, like little children giggling about, we were just like saying like Wade Burton, and then giggling, and then Mark Pitterdale, like giggling. Like, I can't explain to you like how it was like the inner children were just all out on display. It's great. So
it will eventually come out, but people are yet to understand how big a win this is.
I know. I heard about. I am fascinated by that sub story, and I think, sure, that's going to come out in the next couple of days, right?
People, when you understand how big a win this is, the word reliability is a word that comes to the forefront, and people's eyebrows will raise, and people's hearts and minds will be locked in. And there will be now an irrefutable push and an unwavering push now to make a decision in the next week or so. And this is a very, very special night for the football club. Again, it's not to over-exacerbate what it was tonight, but this was a massive win. Brisbane were in imperious form coming into this game.
7 in a row, average winning margin of 43 points.
Imperious form, mate. They were belting the living stuffing out of everybody leading into this game, and we've given them a taste of their own medicine. And given what happened last year when Haynes got put through the fence and there was no reaction to it, Look at the polar opposite of what happened tonight.
Yep.
Very, very special win. And a big shout out to Sammy Walsh as well.
Kicked his goal. Needed it. Love it. You're on the air tonight?
I'm actually in here just preparing for tomorrow morning because I've got to be in at 8 o'clock. I'll be on racing.com to analyze the races from Saturday. I don't know how I'm going to do that after last night, after tonight, but I'll be on racing.com tomorrow from 9 a.m. Should I wear some Carlton paraphernalia on TV tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Yep, I'll bring the scarf out.
Absolutely. Let them know, mate.
I'll bring the scarf out.
Love it. Thanks, Paulo.
Enjoy your night. Enjoy this win. Stay united. Go Blues.
Go Blues. All right. You know what? Young Zach, I need to see you.
Get in here, mate. How are you, mate?
Fuck. I'm good, mate. How are you?
Whoa, mate. I am over the fucking moon. What a fucking win, man. Oh, God. Wow. I mean, I still haven't gotten over how big of a win that was and how great of a win that was. It's probably one of the best wins I've seen. Like in my whole, I've seen a lot of really good wins. Like obviously the finals wins, but this one is fucking amazing. And I'm just, I went to the game and I don't know if you saw it. I don't know when you were at the game, but I brought my customized Crips flag. I'll show you when we start off.
Go on. Oh, wow.
Here we go. This one right here, I think you've seen it before. And he actually signed it.
Tonight?
Yeah, he did. He signed it. It's on Marvel Stadium, if you check on Instagram. I'm at the start. So, he said he would, after he did his warm-up, he would have, and when he's gone back down the race, he quickly signed it. So, yeah, that was a good way to get my night started. But, what a win. I mean, how did you see the game, Tez? Obviously, I always like to obviously start off with you, but and then I'll give you my thoughts on the game.
Nah, mate, I had the time of my life tonight. Sat with my sister. Jad was with me tonight as well. And I just, honestly, I had the time of my life. Didn't start truly believing until somewhere in the third or fourth quarter. And yeah, I mean, I thought we started well. I thought we continued it on. And it's the best performance I've seen this group have. It's one of the best performances I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, 100%. I couldn't agree more. I mean, I think when Harry Dean kicked that goal, I thought, I knew this was our night. I knew that we were going to win. And then just like, I just went nuts. And when he hit that goal, I was high-fiving people. I was hugging people. It was pretty great. And then, I thought tonight, Lewis Young, I want to shout him out because he played one of the best games I've ever seen Lewis Young play in Lewis Young's Carlton career. I thought, did you see that tackle? I think it was in the third quarter. About tackle, and then he was a play on advantage. France 7 to Mackay and he hit the goal on the goal. So did you see that tackle?
I saw that tackle. That's for sure.
Fucking hell. I mean, yeah, I thought it was great tonight. I thought he's been a great swingman. He can go on the ruck. He can go down back. He can play forward. He can, and I think he's got a lot of criticism over the years. And I feel like he really, over these last few weeks, I think he's really, really, really showed. And even in that Richmond game, I mean, I know he got concussed, but I thought he started really well in that Richmond game, and I think he's really, really he's had a lot of momentum, and I thought he played really well tonight. I also like to, I thought everyone played well tonight, but I want to shout out a few players. I want to shout out Cooper Lord. I thought Cooper Lord, he's you were talking about it, how he was really good in the VFL, and it was hard to see him come in because of Cripps and because of Walsh and all these players. And Cripps and Walsh, I mean, Walsh tonight was unbelievable. Like he always is. He's a star. He gave away that 50 tonight, which was unfortunate, but after that, he just, did you see, before I was talking about Cooper Law, did you see him get his top taken off? What was there? Because I missed that.
I missed it.
There was
What
a bit of a
happened there?
scuffle. There was a bit of a scuffle, and I was worried that Walsh was going to give away a 50, or he was going to. Yeah, he just got. Yeah, he got a little bit frustrated, and I think he was. I can't remember who he was going in to support. But yeah, I am enjoying this new version of Sammy Walsh, where I know that like the emotions, you got to be careful. You don't want to give away stupid free kicks, but
I love it. He just gets in there. It's fucking amazing.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I also loved Will Hayward tonight. I thought him playing on that wing role. Because I was looking because I was like, I see like level 2 like on the wing, like directly like that way, so you can see like both ends, and like I'm like this. And I saw him on the wing where I was, and I was really, really shocked to see him on a wing. But I was like to my dad, "Hey, Dad, Will was starting on a wing," and I thought he was great tonight. I thought his run, hit the goal, 2 assists, a casual 23 touches from Will Hayward and Florin as well. I mean, those two pickups from Sydney have just been incredible, and I thought everyone played well tonight. And I know that someone said at the start, but Cripps didn't play his best game. Cripps did Cripps. Because in that 200th game against the Dogs, everyone, was saying, oh, well, the team let him down. Cripps did Cripps. But he just backed off tonight. He just let the kids go. Taylor burn. It's fucking amazing.
Let him know, Zachy.
He just let everybody all the kids just do everything. And mate, we're in for a good one here. We're gonna make the wild card, Tez.
Yep.
We're gonna fucking beat the Saints next week. Up the fucking Blues, Tez. Come on, get up and about, Tez. We're fucking making the wild card, and who fucking knows what happens from there? Up the fucking Blues. Have a good night, Tez.
Zach.
Go Blues.
See you, mate. Mr. Henrik said the $5. My son texted me from his trip in Scotland, asking me to confirm he had seen the score but could not believe it. It happened. Frankie says, Sacks, $8. Thank you, sir. Finally, we're a modern-day football club. Go Blues, come on. Thank you, mate. Monique, New York, $50. Thank you very much. Cheers to all the fans who kept the faith when Cripper asked us, to Terry for keeping us believing, and to our inspirational captain on 250 incredible games. Thank you very much, Monique in New York. All right, Joe, let's talk.
I've barely got a voice left. Genuinely. It's gone. It's gone, mate. What the fuck did we witness tonight?
Magic is real.
Mate, do you want to read the texts between us before the game?
Yeah, I can read the texts between us.
Even though there were those texts, never in my wildest dreams did I think that was actually going to happen tonight.
So yesterday? Oh yeah, true, because we're now past midnight. You said, nothing to lose today, everything to gain. I said, I was at the Saints game. We can win tonight. No doubt about it. You said, could you imagine? When's the last time we just surprised a team like this and beat them by like 50 points? And I said, just need to not allow them to get 4 or 5 goals up early. You said, I swear it happens to so many other shit teams. We were the better team. Where the better team is having an off day and we're just on. Anyway, tonight was that night where we just beat that team.
Fucking night, Tez.
Yeah,
I just can't believe it, man. I can't never. Someone could have asked any of us before the game, give me 100 scenarios of what you think could happen tonight. There is not a single person out there that actually would have said what we watched.
Yeah, no.
That's the best win that we've ever seen in our lives from this football club. Hands down, the last 30 years. That's the best performance of any team this year. Any team in the league this year. That's the best performance.
We go all right at Marvel. We don't leave Marvel.
Right. It's just like I'm still stunned.
If that's not enough to get 50,000 people there next week.
Oh,
mate, I'm telling you, I was there today. The Saints were spooked by the Swans' momentum and the Swans crowd. I was there. I was there today. We can do that to them next week. We can do it.
No sauce, no TDK, Naz in doubt. Like, it's all there for us now. Like, this is it. We did what we needed to do tonight, and that just makes it that little bit easier for us. But job's not done. I just, mate, tonight was just nuts. I'm still stunned. I'm genuinely shocked. I'm just fucking shocked, Tez. Like, we don't do that. We don't do that in the way that we did that. Not in the way that we did that. That was beyond clinical. Beyond. Like, control the game from start to finish. I don't know. I don't know if this is just revisionist feelings, but like, did you feel like there was a different energy when you walked in tonight at Marvel? Because I kind of felt it. There was a bit of a buzz. Like the crowd last week, the crowd was dead. It was genuinely, you could hear a pin drop from like half hour before the game. It was buzzing. You could feel like a bit of a buzz.
Look, definitely felt a buzz. Always love going to the footy because it's just that. We have always been a team when the external and even our own supporters doubt that we can get a result. We can put in a good performance. So like I knew that we would do our best. I think in some ways, the way we were playing earlier, I thought this is awesome because this is what I wanted to see tonight. Yeah, we may not win the game, but I want to see us push Brisbane to the brink. But then there was a passage of play in the fourth quarter, maybe when the real confidence started kicking in, and it was like a crossover, quick play. I think Wilson and Florent had this crossover run, which I hadn't seen before, and they did it so slickly. I think also because the way Brisbane moved the ball, like early days, McCluggage across the body in the front, in front of Cameron, like similar to Geelong, you rise to the occasion of these teams. And then by the end of the game, we played Brisbane's game by foot, by hand, by belief, by brute force. I can't tell you anything other than just magic. Like it was genuinely magic in the air tonight.
It's crazy. It's not just tonight. There's magic about this, Tez. I'm telling you, that was like, it's almost like a coming out party at the right time of the year for these boys. Like, that wasn't part of the script. None of that was part of the script to finish the season. And yeah, there's something about it now. It's kind of like, all right, we're doing this without a Weeders, like No Newman. We lose Newman last week. You're coming into this game and you're thinking like he's probably been our most consistent defender outside of like a Harry Dean in this stretch. And you lose him. And it's like, all right, who's stepping up? And Ches steps up tonight behind the ball. You're like, what? Like it's just, the most impressive thing for me tonight, Tez. So Brisbane's a team that I've watched, I think that we've all watched for the last couple of years. And when they are against the ropes, what I've recognised with them is they can put the goals on quickly to get themselves back in the game, right?
Yeah.
Just for halftime, they kick 3, and I was sitting there going, that's not good. In my head, I'm thinking that wasn't the way that we needed to finish that half. And I turned to my mum. It was just me and my mum tonight. I said to her, the next 5 minutes of this second half are the most important 5 minutes of our season. Either we kick the first 2 and we can put them away, or they kick the first and it's game on. We kicked 2 goals in 3 minutes to start that second half. Back out to a 5-goal lead. Responded. And then there were like a number of other times in that third quarter. I think it was like 2 other times. Rayner, Charlie Cameron, kick a goal against the flow. It's like, fuck. Just as we're building momentum, kick a couple. We got to get a quick one. Straight out of the middle both times. Responded. We don't do that, man.
No.
We don't do that.
We do now. Oh, he's getting a call.
I wasn't getting I'm on low battery mode. It's just reminded me.
Oh.
Yeah, man, like it's just that was the most impressive part for me. Like mistakes didn't seem to phase them, didn't seem to phase us as supporters even. Like there were a couple of kicks into the corridor that resulted in turnovers and goals, but like I never really sat back and I was like, oh well, fuck, there it is. Here we go. Like they just got on with it. On to the next one. And then
honestly, that is the biggest difference in this group is they don't get in their heads when they make mistakes. They go again, they set the game up and they go again, and they just the fear is gone. The fear of the mistake, the fear of failure has been removed.
Completely. I mean, Brody Kemp's the prime example of that tonight. Guy could not have been in any worse form in front of the sticks. He kicks 5 in the against the best opposition we played in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like he waited for a cellar dweller and he's like, I'll kick 6 and then, get back on track. Like,
how about Harry Mackay returning and giving us a 20-10 with 3 goals?
He's done that twice against Brisbane this year. 20, 10, 3. 2 times this year. He was enormous in that third quarter. That third quarter from him was very, very underrated. I know. I think he probably wouldn't get the credit for that third quarter because he didn't really hit the scoreboard. I think he kicked 1 goal, right?
Yeah.
But what he was doing around the ground, the lead up marks, the contested marks, like the outlet, mate, kept the game in the balance for us when it looked like Brisbane were about to put the foot down and give it a shake. That was the goal when I knew tonight. That was the one. Holding the ball, Frankie Evans, advantage, snap, Harry in the square. And I saw the smile on his face, the smirk on his face as he's lining up for goal. Like, I went, you know. So if you know, I fucking know. That's it. This is game right here. Halfway through the third. Gone. Finished. Hit the 100-point mark. Off we go.
Yeah.
Like, mate, just so impressive. So impressive tonight, man. It could be an anomaly. Who knows? We're going to see we have to see how they back it up now next week because we're going to be heavy favourites against the Saints next week after that. So this is that mental test now for this group,
Bring your friends and bring your family to the game next week. We have to pack that place out.
Oh yeah, man. There should be 50,000 there next week. This is it. This is an elimination final. If this isn't an elimination final, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Phrase, mate. I know about a little bit about this sub story that you guys alluded to before. Yeah. The circumstances around tonight, he's 9-2. The guy is I said this to you, I reckon 4 or 5 weeks ago on fan cams. We were already staring at our head coach at that point. Tonight, I don't know if you stuck around. You probably you would have for Cripps getting chat off and whatnot. All the way through this, as a supporter, as a group of supporters, I haven't felt the same chaotic energy that we felt with Teague, right? And you and I have spoken about this a couple of times. Tonight, when they flashed him up on screen, it's the first time as a collective, I felt that we all went, he's the guy. It was just an acknowledgement to go, yeah, you. That's our guy.
Look, go through the interviews, do what you got to do, no shortcuts.
You can't say no.
If he's the guy, he's the guy. Listen, if he's the guy, he's the guy, but no matter what, don't do shortcuts. Just go all the way.
I agree.
Finish the process and yeah.
It's just it's very hard to see him saying no. If he puts his hand up, it's like to Paul's point before, this is his presentation. Do you know what I mean? Like an Enright, a Kelly, a Gian Syracuse, they're going to put together a slide deck. This is what I can bring to the club. Fraze walks in and goes, you know what I can bring to the club. That's it. I mean, and he wouldn't even do it in that fashion. He's so humble. He's so balanced. Like, mate, just miracle was the right word that Paul used. Genuine miracle what we have seen from this group and what this guy has not just brought to this playing group, but to all of us, the entire club.
The whole club.
The entire club, man. It's crazy. It's just crazy. So let's just hope we go on with it next week. If we start next week like we finished, fuck me, dead. That game's over at quarter time. It's dead. Yeah, man. Crazy shit. Crazy shit.
Enjoy tomorrow, man. Almost Blues Brothers.
Yes. Fuck. I actually forgot about that. I've just been reveling in being a supporter. Like, this is fucking so good. So good. Yes, tomorrow night, 8:00, somewhere around there. We'll just blow more. That's all we're gonna do. Anyway, enjoy, mate.
Go Blues.
Go Blues.
All right. Thank you very much to those of you who have waited patiently. I will get to all of you. Andy.
Terry. Oh, man.
I'm on the waters, but cheers.
I'm on the Don Julio.
Special night.
Bro, special win. Special win. Calls for a special drink. Special, bro. That means something, you know? I think the last time I was on fan cams about a month ago, it was after the Richmond game. And I remember people were losing it. People were like, we almost lost it. I remember talking to you and I said to you on fan cams, we just got to enjoy it. We won, look where we were, 2 months before that. And I'm really trying to stay balanced. It's so hard after a win like that. The performance, bro, the performance was mega. The first time we've probably never had a single passenger on the side. Everybody put in. It meant something to every one of them. It's almost like, do you remember how bad we played for Cripper's 200th?
Never forget it.
Shocking. So this was the complete opposite. I've never seen them play better than this. Bro, for a home and away game, this was, I'll use the word again, special.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. It was so good to see, man. And I'm so happy for the boys. They look like a team. They look like they love each other. Whatever the rot was in the club last year has seemed to have gone. It's gone. Well, that's what it looks like anyway.
No, for sure. I mean, it's funny if we could all have a conversation with ourselves pre-opening round this year, and we could all say, hey, look, it's going to take some time, but by the second half of the season, we got rid of some pretty big names and it's going to take some time to gel. The new guys will take some time to figure it out. But by the end of the season, it's going to start clicking. I mean, I guess it would have made sense, and it's kind of played out that way to a T. We had to make tough decisions back end of last year with the playing group. The club referred to, getting the environment right and things like that. Certain guys, whether they were right or wrong in how they felt about the club or whether they wanted to be there or not, sure, you're all men, make your own decisions, no worries. But bottom line, if you're not aligned, you got to go. And the people who are playing right now want to be there. It's funny because we've got 20 players out of contract and they're more aligned than what they were last year with all these big names. And yeah, I think that was a message to maybe even the supporters hey, we haven't given up on the year. What the fuck are you all doing?
Yeah, man. Well, imagine having a similar conversation with past self from 10 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, you're 1-8 right now.
Yeah.
But, in 2.5 months, you're going to be competing for finals, But if somebody told you that when we were 1-8, you'd be like, no, there's no way, So this is why I'm very big on just soaking in the good times, really soaking it in and enjoy it. And don't get too hung up on the bad because things turn so quickly, man. The last few years has shown us that. So yeah, it's really good to see the boys get some reward for a lot of hard work. And for me, the one thing I wanted to see going into this season and the back end of last season was let's plant those seeds for better culture.
Yes.
Culture was huge for me. And I feel like, again, we're seeing the fruits of that now. We're watching players actually sacrifice themselves for each other. We've never had that, and yeah, I'm loving it, bro. And I just want to say something about Brody Kemp. So I've been Brody Kemp's number one hater all year. I've seen people jump on your show tonight and say, "Oh, I never gave up on Brody Kemp. I never hated Brody Kemp." I was number one hater. right? Number one. But I watched the video. I think you posted this week.
Yeah.
And I watched. See, for me, it wasn't him talking about his own demons or whatever. It was when I think it was Ainsworth asked him, "Oh, like you've got 30 goals or whatever," and he goes, "Nah, I've got a bit less than that." And you see the frustration in his face, bro, like in his eyes, and kid's devastated. And that for me was like, all right, I'm done. I'm done hating Brodie Kemp. That's it. It's unfair on him. So I went into this game just like I'm going to back him in. I'm going to back him in. And great, he scored 5 goals. Amazing. Played the best game I've ever seen him play and all that.
Sure, yeah.
But I can't wait to back him when he has a bad game now. You know what I mean? Because for me, he's going to have bad games. We're all going to have bad days. So I want to see now, like, people, and like I said, I was his number one hater. I'm trying to be his number one fan now. Like, let's just get behind everybody in the team. And I don't care who it is, bro. Like, we got to back the boys in. We have to. Because as a community, as a supporter base, we harbor so much fucking energy, and like the Carlton energy, bro, is different. And I know you're telling people, get down to the game next week, get down to the game, because bro, how wild and how consuming is that Carlton energy at a game, bro, when we outnumber the opposition and we make that noise, bro. They buckle. We've seen it time after time.
Mate.
So, bro, why can't we get around everybody on the list? Why can't we, get around every game? Why can't we get around each other as a community again? So like,
it's a good point, man.
Look, it was massive.
Brodie, there's two things. Brodie, all you can do is own it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the hard part, I can only imagine for players, is no one is more of a harsher critic on a player than themselves. And I think because we don't always see players get raw like that with club media, we can sometimes maybe fall into this false sense of, I haven't seen them own it, so therefore they must not be, or, because we haven't seen it. So he owned it. I saw the fucking emotion in his eyes when he's like, I should be more than 30. You just see it. I'm like,
yeah,
fuck, man, you're giving yourself every opportunity. But then I think just, tactically and strategically, Harry Mackay coming into the team just forces Brisbane to put their best defender there. So it just shifts Brodie into a better position. And he had Eric Hipwood on him. So when Brodie's playing against the second, third best opposition defender, that's it. That's where you slot him in and it all clicks.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when Harry's out, Brodie gets better attention and he just struggles. And I'm just happy.
That's not his fault though. Like that's Brodie. Like that's just the player he is. Yeah. Like he's not. And I think as supporters, like I know I'm just going to speak on myself. I'm not speak for anyone else. Like, bro, that video made me do so much reflecting on the way I support the team as well. And I can 100% be the worst kind of supporter as well. So, yeah, I think it just like seeing Brodie Kemp in that video just kind of it hit hard, So, like, man, let's just get around the boys. Wherever this takes us, wherever this season, next season, whatever, let's just get around the club, Let's just get around the team, get around the club, get around the boys, and get around each other as a community, because we're building something great. And even if we weren't building something great, we're responsible partly for that culture, So when things aren't going great, we're still part of that culture. So
absolutely,
man, we got to hold ourselves accountable too. And that's what I've been doing the last few days since I've seen that video you posted. So thank you for posting that. And thank you to Brodie Kemp for being so like upfront and honest, when it takes a lot of balls, bro, to put yourself out there. So, good on him. And
I think that's also a lesson for the club as well. When things aren't going well, sometimes just getting vulnerable and owning it. Because I think once that happens, there's a shift. The supporters are like, oh, fuck, like that's our brother. He's feeling it. Okay, I'll get behind him. And then when we get to that magic point where all that energy that we lash out to on the players for not performing, whatever, when that goes on to the opposition, fucking look out. Like, look out when that is collectively shifted outwards and not inwards.
Yeah, man.
Let's see, man. I mean, tonight gave me belief that we can beat anyone for the rest of the year if it all aligns. And so there's still something special that can happen this year. I know the future's looking
Absolutely.
good and all of these things, and go to the trade period, got money, all of these things, make the right decisions, but get the most out of this year, because the better we do this year, the more wins we have this year, the more we can shift the narrative to a prospective trade target, free agent, recruit, like that sort of thing.
Well, more importantly, bro, culture. Like, I don't want to be in a culture where, oh, you know what, we lost, we didn't make finals, but it's okay. We're going to get Cody Walker for, it's going to cost us less points. And, like I've seen people genuinely stress out that we're winning. Like, I've had weird conversations with people. Like, who cares? We're going to get him. We're going to get the kid. Who cares? I'd rather like make the first week, lose, then finish 14th and get Cody cheaper. Like, the winning culture, the fruits you can bear from that winning culture, it's just unreal. There's nothing like it. There's no drug, there's no peptide, there's nothing. There's nothing better than winning, you know? So that's it, man. Like, yeah. Thank you for posting that video, because honestly, bro, it helped me do so much reflecting. Sorry, bro, I've had a few drinks.
No, man, don't be sorry. It's all good.
Yeah, I've just done a lot of reflecting. So yeah, I know I need to be a better supporter for everybody, not just my favorite players, And so, bro.
Well, mate, never underestimate never underestimate the power of your words. You guys, do your work and your platform. You have a platform, and anyone with a platform, really, like, there's, you influence. People watch you, they love your stuff, and you have power.
Yeah. Nah, for sure, man.
Yeah, man.
For sure. Big reflections.
Fucking baggers, bro. Come on.
What a win, bro. What a fucking win, bro. I love it, bro.
Fucking Blake. Wait, before we go, when fucking Blake Acres smashed fucking Lohman over the boundary line.
How good, bro. How good. And
Who did Burn crack? Burn cracked someone as well tonight. I can't remember who it was. He got him good.
I think it was Lohman as well. I could be wrong. Lohman was trying to G us up. He was trying to really bait us. And it worked. It worked a little bit. But I liked that it worked a bit. Look, I love when Sam Walsh loses it a little bit. I don't mind. Concede a goal. I don't care. Because it's not just about this moment. It's about drawing a line in the sand. You're not going to walk all over us anymore. We're not that team anymore.
Yeah.
And Harry Dean, I love, Jagger. Jagger's going to be Jagger, right? That's, Jagger's going to be Jagger. Harry Dean is the culture. Harry Dean is the fucking standard of culture I want at this football club.
Yep.
You're not walking over this team, bro. Nobody's going to bully this team anymore. We've been bullied and harassed by other teams, by members of other teams, supporters of other teams for way too long. And now, bro, it's just there's something different in the air, and it's culture. And that's what I've fucking wanted for so long. So I'll harp on culture for the rest of my life. It is so important. And watching Harry just lay on his dad's shoulder after the game, that one photo, made me miss my dad, bro. And, for anybody who still has their dad, go hug your dads, because that moment there is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Wow. That's culture. That's culture, bro. And we're building it, and we're going to fucking kill it, bro. Just fucking hold on to your hats. I'm telling you, it's going to be great.
I love it, man. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Thanks, Tez. Have a good one, bro.
You too. That was Andy from the Almost Blues Brothers. A few donations here. An $8 donation from Daniel Dixon. Thank you, mate. $8 from the original BC. Thank you. Daniel Dixon's gone again with $3. Who goes out for Weeders and Newman? I don't know. I don't think anyone can come out of this team. I think Newman's going to miss 3 to 4. The original BC got $3 there. Thank you. And you gone again. Wow, $8. What would hurt more, a headbutt from Burn or a full speed wombat? I would say a headbutt from Burn, because he hits to hurt. All right, moving along. Josh. Josh? We might.
Hey.
You there? Are you
Hang
with
on,
us?
sorry, bro. I think I'm on mute.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me. How you going?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, it's a good game, wasn't it?
Oh, mate. Special stuff. Where were you? Were you there?
No, I was here at home. Here at home, watching it at home. First couple of games I haven't been to was this one and last week, the week before. So, but yeah, it was a good win. So we're pretty happy.
What was your main takeaways from it? Like, what matters to you from tonight?
I don't know. I don't like the inconsistency, but I'm happy, very happy. But I don't understand how we can go from Hawthorn getting demolished to, flogging Brisbane. To me, that doesn't make sense. But, I mean, we can't complain at the moment. So, yeah.
Well, I think pretty much every team, maybe apart from Fremantle, every team's had just bad days and good days. And I think for so long we'd been showing signs of improvement, and then we'd take a few steps back, get beaten up, but we never really had that one game where it all came together, and it seemed like most other teams did. I mean, we beat Geelong over the years. That seems to be a team that we can match up well against. Brisbane, I don't remember doing that to Brisbane since they got good. So I think that was the most confusing but pleasing part. Like it just all came together and clicked.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it was goal efficiency. Like, how many times past couple of weeks, points, killing us. Like, can't kick goals. We're kicking 10, 15, But this week, for some reason, the boys are on. So it shows as well. Like, they're all kicking goals. Look how many points we scored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but, yeah. Can't complain. Happy. What can you do?
Do you believe?
Look, reserved, but they need to come out next week and really fucking show us that they want to fucking be there, wild card position up for grabs. There's no 250th for Cripper. You know what I mean? Like, it's next week. It's there for the taking. I mean, 2023 or 2024, towards the end of the season, we lost to St Kilda when the finals were on the line. So, yeah, I think next week's a pretty big week, especially with you got, Silvani's out, but De Koning's gone there. Silvani's gone there. Silvani's the old fella, the list manager. I think it'll be a pretty big teller as to whether they're there to, make an impact or they're just there.
Fair.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Are you from Melbourne?
Yeah, Melbourne. Yeah.
Well, why didn't you go tonight? You had other arrangements or?
Nah, actually moved to Mount Martha, and I've just got a new puppy, so looking after the little fella who's in front of the fire, chilling.
Whoop.
Did you see that?
No, you had your hand over the camera.
Sorry.
There we go. There's Pup. Name?
There's Pup. There's Pup chilling in front of the fire. So
love it, man. Well, yeah. Is this your first time calling in?
Yeah, first time calling in, but I think I've run into you a couple of times. Brisbane prelim up in Brisbane. Yeah, so
yeah.
First time though.
No, I appreciate you calling in, man. Thanks for your support.
All good, man.
Good on you. Go Blues. Alrighty. Cam.
Tez.
Thank you very much.
All I want to know is where Levi Ashcroft's shit-eating grin was tonight.
Oh, mate.
That's all I want to know.
Oh, there it is. Look at him. Look at him. He did not want a bar of us tonight. He was nowhere near the fight tonight.
He didn't do shit, which is
Yeah.
great. And I remember watching the teams on Thursday, and I forget who called in, but they said he's been absolutely shocking all year, and he would have been dropped, and he should be dropped next week. So
Yeah.
I'm wrapped.
Oh, mate. It's good to see. For so long, we've seen players and teams like feast on us, and we're like, it's like, are we ever going to get it back? Is it ever going to be blow for blow? Are we ever going to fight back and push back? We had Kane Corns popping off a few weeks ago. He doesn't stop. It's like, wow, when are we going to step up and push back? I thought tonight was that night.
And I actually reckon, like, when Kai Lohmann did that tackle, I would not have cared if Harry Dean gave away a 50, just slamming him into an umpire, because that's exactly what like every time we play Collingwood, every time we're against Hawthorn, I just feel like all of the players go into a shell, and tonight we just went out and just served it up to them, and it was the best. I've spent the last 4 hours just sitting around looking at all the comments on Big Footy. My missus is sick. Haven't cared one bit about her. Just watching all of the clowns just sucking it up massively on the Brisbane board. So it's been a good night, Tez.
No, mate, it was a special night, mate. That was one that we have all been hoping. I think Paul or Joe said it earlier. Like, nothing in your wildest dreams could have, like, beyond your wildest dreams for that to happen tonight.
No, I actually remember at halftime I was watching it with my family, and I just turned to Mum and I just go on, should we just chuck the Truman Show on? Because I just know how this story goes. And we came out after halftime and just put the foot down straight away again and just flogged them. So it was the best. Yeah.
Next week?
Well, I've been looking forward to for quite a while now. I don't know why, but I booked a holiday to Pakistan for August 21st. So I'm happy that it doesn't coincide with that. But I had a vision, and I don't know where it's come from, but it was just Jake the Snake in the car park at Marvel with his girlfriend wiping the tears away from him after we just put their season to bed. So I'm hoping it comes true. And then I can sail off into the sunset to Pakistan, climb a few mountains, and come back for the hopefully the premiership parade, I guess. So
Jake in his car, yeah. Listen, I love Jake, but I say to him all the time, like, I love you, but all I want to do is see you in that car next week, round 22. I just want to see him in that car.
Yeah,
that's all I want to do.
I'm running a book. First time ever trying it. I'm running a fantasy book, which has proven to be quite a challenge. Don't recommend it. But I was at the State Library today, and I thought I'd head home, looked at the scores. Saints were 20 points up. Fourth quarter was starting in 5 minutes. I jumped on the train and watched it on the way home. And then I literally just spent about an hour after the game waiting for the upload of Jake in the car park. It made my whole night. We could have lost tonight and I still would have been happy. So it's just been the perfect weekend.
It's going to be, I'm looking forward. Jake and I will do our little preview at Marvel Stadium hopefully this week. And yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah, I think he was very confident last week. I'm very curious about how he's feeling now, but we'll see.
Yeah. Anyway, Tez, I'll let you go. It was actually my first time on since 2019. The game Andrew Phillips had it on a string to Paddy Cripps. I think Cripper had 19 clearances and Setterfield had like 33 and 2 or something.
Was that at the MCG?
Yes. Yeah, it was.
We beat Adelaide at the MCG and Setterfield kicked that goal.
I
remember that day.
Snap from a forward stoppage. So it's been a while, but have a good one, Tez.
Good on you. Thanks, mate. Fuck, 7 years, man. like 7 years of banked memories here. It's mental. Carlton Football Club Lover 69 with a $15 says it's 1 a.m. on a Sunday morning. If you don't believe, then why are we even here? We've been dreaming for days like this forever. Appreciate it, embrace it. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. I think we're just trying to soak it up so much. Like this right now is the time capsule of tonight forever. What a piece of history we're documenting. Yakov Belfer, thank you very much for the 31. So proud of the boys. Got to avoid the letdown next week. Saints always get us going back to Stevie Milne times. Let's hopefully stick it up them. Love you, Terry, for your commitment to the cause through thick and thin. Of course, mate, I will be here. He's gone again, Yakov Belfer with the 8. Not sure who nagged Harry, but he was huge tonight. Also, Wieders very much has a spot back when he's fit. Let's not get carried away with ourselves. Spot on, mate. Spot on. Wiedering, we should be excited of the prospect that you could add Jacob Wiedering to this team now for this year, and it would make us better. So I think that gets forgotten. All right. Only Carlton is in the building.
I used to pray for times like these.
We did.
I used to pray. Bro, I don't even know what to say. We're just the best team in the comp. We just fucking harassed the back-to-back premiers. Brodie Kemp kicked 5 on Harris Andrews' head. Who the fuck is Harris Andrews? People are saying he's an All-Australian defender. Get the fuck out of here, bro. The fuck? Like, bro, I don't even have a monologue. Usually I have like a monologue planned or whatever when I come on here for like something funny, but like I'm just in disbelief. I can't believe that fucking happened. What the fuck did I just watch, bro?
Where were you tonight?
Level 1 with the cheer squad. Like front row.
Right. Oh, right in there.
Yeah.
They were epic tonight. I was on the opposite end, opposite goals. Was rocking from the first quarter.
Yes, it was. You know what it felt like? You remember 2023, the Port Adelaide game? A big away interstate team, you know, second, third on the ladder, coming in from like a winning streak, and we just fucking bully them from minute 1 with our presence. It's exactly what it was. You know how many people were there?
40,000, I think it was.
It felt like 120,000 at the MCG.
Not enough people were there tonight. It's not enough. I'm sorry. 50,000 next week.
Fucking oath. Bro, I'm with you 100%. Bro, I drive like 2 hours to get to the game. I don't know. What's the excuse for anyone else? You know, I cop parking tickets weekly because I can never find parking. I just cop them. I'm like, fuck it, I'll tank it. I copped a parking ticket tonight. I'm happy, bro. I'll pay $200 every fucking weekend if they play like this.
Do you know, mate, I don't know if you know this, you can, throughout the week, you can reserve a spot underneath.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you go to the Marvel website and you can reserve a car park for $35. You got to obviously do it before it sells out. I mean, just might be useful. I don't know.
I might just keep paying parking tickets because we keep winning whenever we pay them.
Or you could pay parking fines because it means we're winning.
Yeah, I mean, like, let's not break something if it's not. Let's not fix something if it's not broken, you know. So, I don't know, man. Like the kids, like it's all the players were great. It was Patrick Cripps' 250th, and I didn't even see him on the field. Like I barely saw him. You know, we showed up for him big time. We scored 154 points. If I'm not mistaken, that's our highest score since the 90s or something.
So people were saying it on the train. It was our highest score since 1987. But then other people have said that we did it, I don't know, years ago. We don't do it often.
Nah. Well, so coming into this, we were the worst team in the comp for scoring accuracy. And we kicked 24 goals, 10 tonight. We had 16 different individual goal scorers.
There were a few moments early in the game which I thought were important. So Harry Mackay and Brodie Kemp are very similar. If they kick their first goal, like you just get the monkey off the back early. Harry's been like that for a long time. Kick his first goal, all right, I'm in the game, away you go. Kemp kicked his first goal, kicked his second goal. I reckon once he kicked 3, that was it. Like the monkey's off the back and everyone knew that's all he needed. Just that game where it just happens. And it happened last year. Kicked the 5 goals at Marvel against the Dogs, and I reckon he did his Achilles the week after. So it's good. Just happy for him after the week that was.
Yeah, well, that was Brodie Kemp's game. That was
Yeah.
like the biggest story of tonight for me. It wasn't Cripps, it wasn't Haynes, it was Brody Kemp. Especially
Yeah.
after the video, and you posted it, and like Andy was talking about it before. Shout out Andy from the Monday Blues.
Yeah.
Like that was like we all know the players don't like missing. We all know they don't like losing, but having them listening to them like say it, actually say it, be like it
Yeah.
bothers me, and you can see he's not putting it on either. But the guy was about to cry, bro. It made me cry. I'm also not like the biggest Brody Kemp defender. You and me, we know this, right? That was the greatest 5-goal game I've seen in my life. But watching the human element, because like I feel like the human element gets lost in this. Like I know they're footballers and their job is to play football, but these guys are just guys, bro. Brody Kemp's only 3 years older than me. Like we're almost the same age.
Yeah, well, I think oftentimes players can become like just commodities, and it's like you get paid X amount of hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, therefore you must be good at this. They get paid X amount, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and they also have the same confusions about life and insecurities that we all have. It's just that they get paid more. So, like on the one hand, it's like, yeah, cry into your dollars, but I just think it just doesn't work that way. So I hope the club learn, like you can lean into that a bit, and if you show a bit of vulnerability, you'd be surprised. Your supporters will get behind you if we see that you're actually hurting and that sort of thing. And it's not that he wasn't ever hurting all along. It's just he was willing to be brave and own it and stand in front of a camera and speak to his supporters. And yeah.
It's a big thing, especially us. We're the biggest club in the comp. Like we run the comp. Like I don't. I made a video on Instagram. I'm like, where's Andrew Dillon? Thank us. Personally, fuck me. Write me a note and thank us for giving you this much money in the AFL. Without us, this whole ship sinks, bro. Like it doesn't run without us, right? Well, you made that wild card spot for us. Let's not kid ourselves here. 9th and 10th was for Carlton and Collingwood because we weren't going to be the best this year. So, shout out Gavin as well. I haven't watched his fan cam, but he says something a lot. I speak to him a lot, and he says something about eating our own. We do it a lot as supporters, and I get the frustration. And I'm one of the first people that gets frustrated, bro. Like I'm happy to put my hand up. I fucking bagged Kemp all year, but when they're up and about, you gotta you can criticize them, that's fine, but you gotta support them just as publicly and loudly as you disrespected them. You have to.
Yeah.
I'm happy to say Brody Kemp is the greatest forward since Favola at Carlton Football Club. I'll say that. Right? Who the fuck needs Charlie Kerno? We have Brody Kemp. You know what I mean? So it's great because I don't know if we've touched on this, but Jagger Smith was amazing. I'm going to start this off by saying Jagger Smith is amazing, and I think he will be a fucking gun. Anyone that thinks he's not a gun is fucking stupid, bro. Genuinely, I don't know how you can... He's already an elite midfielder in his first year. He had the most centre-bounce attendances out of any midfielder for us. He had 32. So he's leading the line. 29 touches at 97% efficiency, something like that. Him and Cooper Lord, fucking staples of that midfield. Cooper Lord was amazing too. Cooper Lord actually had no contested possessions, or he had one from his 24 touches. So that means he's working around the ground, right? That being said, Jagger's great. Harry Dean is the rising star. To me, it's not even close because Jagger is surrounded with Cripps, Walsh, Hewitt, and that's not a knock at him. Harry Dean's in that back line, not by himself, but he's leading that back line. I've never seen a play like that in my life. If you compare him to Jacob Wiedering, which again, this isn't a knock either, he's fucking miles ahead of Jacob Wiedering when Jacob Wiedering was 18.
Yeah.
It's not even comparable, He's
Pommy used to say that, before Dean had played a game, he said it to me, and I was like, fuck, that's a pretty big call. It's true. They're just so much more developed, these kids around the league. They come into the league now, they're just ready earlier.
Yeah, physically and mentally, bro. The kid's the toughest guy I've ever seen in my life. He is our enforcer, and he's 18. He's a kid. Bro, it blows my mind that he's younger than me. I can't wrap my head around it. I'm very young, 20 years. He's 2 years younger and doing that. And then there's another 18-year-old kid on the other side of the field doing the exact same thing. Taylor Byrne, bro, he tackles people like they owe him money. The way he chases people, trademark. The way he chases people like that, bro. I can't believe it. He had 3 goal assists tonight. I think he had 2 goals of himself, had 3 goal assists. So he's doing everything right. These kids that have come in and shouldn't... What pick was Taylor Byrne? 45?
He was pick 45.
Fucking, bro. I don't know, Nick Austin cop shit. But he got Taylor Byrne at pick 45. He got Harry O'Farrell last year at pick 40. These are fucking great picks, bro. And our backline, bro. Our backline. Sorry if I'm talking your ear off, but our backline. No Jacob Wiedering, no Nick Newman. Fuck. And we're doing this. We're like top 5 defensive teams in the comp. Wait until they come back in.
To Brisbane, man. To like, it'll come out. It'll come out. There's another layer to tonight, which is gonna come out, which will blow everyone's fucking minds about this game.
Yeah.
It's generational. This is a generational win. And maybe we shouldn't be putting too much on a win. We shouldn't catastrophize losses. Like, okay, maybe. So I'll be careful of that. But it's a special night tonight.
It is. You could feel it. There was something in the air. Love was in the air tonight. We loved our football club. I'm proud to be a Carlton supporter. You know, and especially we've had 2 good wins. So we've scored 100 points plus in our last 2 games, right? Last week we didn't have Mackay. We had like a forward line of like Kemp, McGovern, and Lewis Young, which again, like not the best, right? And we scored 154 points today.
Yeah.
Bro, it was after 2 tough losses as well. Hawthorn and
Yeah.
Collingwood, which, bro, I was devastated after those losses. So to me, the way that Josh Frazier has responded and got this group to respond like this, give him the job. I'm happy to jump on board. I don't see how you can't give him the job. I know Wildcard still has, you know, is still developing or whatever, but if we beat the Saints next week, you have to give him the job. It's not even close.
So we've won 9 games under Fraser,
Yeah, 9 out of the last 11.
and he will have coached by the end of this season 14 games.
Yep.
In 11 games this year, he has won as many games as we did for the entirety of last year.
Fuck.
When we had the so-called A-grade talent.
When we had a generational ruckman, the greatest forward in the comp. Wow. That's fucking crazy. You know, like, it makes you think, like, what, like, I don't know how he can't get it, bro. I don't know how he can't get it. He's turned this group around. We were 1-8. Bro, 4 months ago, I wanted to die. It's like, fucking, bro, I hate watching football. Watching football became a chore for me. I would go to the games, but it would be very much like, fuck, well, there goes my weekend. Can't do anything this weekend. Carlton to play.
Yeah, I think we had all, after the Brisbane loss, maybe even the week before, I think a lot of us had just conceded, all right, we're doing this again, trying to find identity and just, yeah. Yeah, I'm just grateful that we're here. Won 10 games. Like, we won 10 games. Already one more than last year.
Are we 10-10? We're 10-10,
We're-
yeah.
Shit. We are.
We're 10-10. You know, the 2 losses that Fraser has, the Hawthorn game was a flood, and Hawthorn are a great team. But Panos in the chat, little fucking bitch. And the Collingwood
Sorry, who's
game,
in the chat?
Mackay went down straight away, structurally, bro. Like, you can see how important he is tonight. Mackay's the weirdest player for me, right? He does this thing where he'll go, are you frozen?
I'm here now. Are you? You're
Oh,
good?
I'm frozen.
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, you just froze for a second. Mackay does this thing where he'll have a bad game, right? And then he'll go out of the squad. So he went out with the injury last couple of weeks. I'll be like, we're not that bad without him. We're not that bad. You know, maybe we can survive without him. And then he comes back in like this, and then you just realize how good he fucking is. You just realize how important he is to this structure, you know? And Kemp's going to get a lot of the flowers tonight. Mackay had 3 goals, 20 touches, and 10 marks around the ground. Like, he's so important.
I think that there isn't a stat that you could produce to give the evidence, but it's basically as simple as this, in my view. When Harry plays, the opposition has to put one of their best defenders, probably their number 1 defender, on him. And by virtue of that, Kemp gets a worse defender, and so does McGovern. But when Harry's not there, the best defender goes to Kemp and McGovern, and we're just not winning games when that's the case.
No, and then again, another thing you can't put a stat on, the presence here. Like, I used to complain he doesn't have a presence inside the forward 50, right? He does now to an extent, but the presence he has around the ground, when he's on the wing and they're doing long down the line kicks, like, he's there, bro. You can feel it. Like, he is mean, you know, and he's kicking goals as well. Like, that's all I ask him. I don't need him to kick a bag every week, you know. I just need him to have a presence, and he's doing that fucking amazingly, you know. And like, shout out Lewis Young too. Both of those tolls, but Lewis Young and Harry Mackay work so well together. And I thought Lewis Young was gone at the end of the year, you know? And then to top all of this off, Hudson O'Keefe kicked a bag in the VFL.
True. They've won, They've won 4 in a row, I think. I think they're in the 7th spot now.
Yeah, well, they had like a losing patch, and I think they have won a few games in a row because we took all their good players. We just fucking took them in our team. So
They're 7th, and we're playing them next week, St Kilda.
yeah, there you go. So hey, St Kilda, well, it's not safe for anyone, is it? None of these fucking teams are safe. You would not want to play Carlton in wildcard. The reigning premiers aren't safe, bro. So who fucking is? Back-to-back reigning premiers. We fucking bullied them.
And you know what? I'm just looking at it now. So let me just show you this, right? This is the ladder right now. It looks like the wild card games will be in Melbourne at this point, unless the Giants get in there.
Wow. Well, I hope Collingwood finish 7th. I'd love to knock them out of wildcard. I want them.
I know it in my bones. In my bones that if we got him in a wild card, we'd beat him. I know it. I know it.
But
I also thought it was written in the stars, so like there's all of that too. But I do know it.
But the way that we stood up for this, we won a milestone game, Terry. When the fuck do we do that?
Yeah, true.
So if they can stand up, like they stood up for Cripps, and shout out Cripps, he was fucking very emotional when they were cheering him off. It looked like he was crying. I'm not gonna say he is, but like, what a fucking soldier that guy is, bro. For him to give the better part of 13 years, his entire adult life, bro. The guy used to take back injections in 2021 to get through games. Got robbed of a Brownlow in 2019. He could have left. The best inside mid in the comp, and in my eyes, he's the greatest Carlton player that's ever played. Right? We can debate that in the chat, whatever. But no Carlton player's gone through what he's gone through. No Carlton player had to play with Sam Petreski-Seaton in the midfield and Billy Schmeds and fucking Matthew Wright up forward. No one had to deal with that, bro. All right. They all had good players around him. This guy grew up with fucking drop kicks, actual like concreters that they found on sites. And like, here, AFL contract. There you go. So, shout out that guy. I'm trying to think of anyone else I want to shout out.
Shout out Nick Haynes, man. 250 games. He came as a 33-year-old, 34. Like, shout out Nick Haynes, man.
Do you remember when we got Nick Haynes and then he had that really bad game against Richmond? His debut. And I was like, and I specifically was like, why the fuck did we get this guy? Like, he's a dinosaur, bro. The cunt's 54 years old. Like, why did we do this? Yeah. And then ever since then, it's almost like he's getting better and better every single game he plays. Yep. He's genuinely he finished 4th in our best and fairest last year.
Yeah.
4th. And he's probably on minimum money, you know? And like to touch on like these older players, like even like him, McGovern's our leading goal kicker for the year. Or he might be tied with Kemp now. Haynes is fucking amazing in that backline. Why wouldn't you give him a year? I'm hearing the narrative, oh, they're too old, you got to let him go. Why wouldn't you give him another year?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, for the development of the squad as well and for the youngsters, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look here. So Brody, I don't know if this is updated, but it says Mitch McGovern 31 goals, Brody 30. I reckon that's a game behind.
No, that's updated. So Kemp had 25 going into this week. So it's updated.
Oh, he did. Okay. Well, there you go.
So I don't know, bro. That's the greatest win I've seen in my life, in my entire life. You know, it's not even close. Like the Geelong game from 2 years ago felt nothing like this. You know, this was like, well, obviously Brisbane are a much better team, you know, with elite players. And guess what? They managed Zorko. That's how confident they were going into this. We don't need Dane Zorko. Bro, I watched Zorko rip us up for my entire life. Usually he's off that half back line. I really wanted to see Taylor burn on Dane. I wanted to see it, but then obviously they didn't play him. So
I really can't wait to see Taylor burn. I mean, I'm happy for him to be a forward, but eventually when they start putting him through the midfield and he starts cracking midfielders as well.
No one's safe. But the kid's like, he's a kid. He's 18. He's 5'6", and he's tackling. He's punching so well above his weight, bro. He reminds me of like he reminds me of DC at heavyweight. 5'10", shorter than everyone, but just fucking slams cunts, bro. Like he just pick you up and slam you.
It gives me life, man. It gives me life the way he plays the game.
And I think he gives everyone else life. Bro, you can see he energizes everyone in that forward line. So I don't know, bro. I'm gonna cap it off with that. We're the greatest team I've ever seen in my life, and we're gonna win the wild card. And no one's safe. None of these fucking little pussy clubs are safe. They don't want the smoke. You don't want to play Carlton. If we verse you in September, when we verse you in September, don't show up. It's easy if you just forfeit the game because we're gonna fucking embarrass you. You're gonna be the team that loses to 10th, the team that was 1-8, fucking 10 weeks into the season, and we turned around and we beat you.
I love it. Go Blues.
Go Blues.
That's only Carlton. Magnus with the $8. Our highest score in Crips is 250 games. Okay. We kicked 150 plus against North Good Friday 2025. Score of 153. I see. Tack Star with the $8. Cotter's celebration. Burner nearly kicks goal of the year. Yep. That was a good one. Travis. Hello, friend.
Yeah, Derek, I don't know what on earth was I watching? Was it the full moon?
It was the full moon. I think the full moon was
They were playing like fucking animals. But just absolutely like they were on, completely on.
Yeah.
We never played like that this year. Yes, we never played like it. That was just something special. I think that was reward for even us supporters having to sort of try and sort of drag ourselves through the year, especially through the first half of the season, and having to like part ways with a coach, and then another one takes the place, and then we go on a bit of a run, and it's sort of our hope starts to ascend again, and we have a bit of a dip, and there's like a night like this. It's like, yeah, well, be patient, and then you have a night like this, and I'll give you a bit of an interesting fact. Well, not interesting, but a little tiny small one. In regards to the past month of games, with the two losses with Hawthorn and Collingwood, we did not win a single quarter. Not one.
Wow.
And then I would tell you this: it was ever since the Collingwood game. So it's 2 matches against Gold Coast and Brisbane. We have not lost a single quarter. So it's a very strange side, this Carlton side. But you know what? It told me something. It told me something. I did agree at some point when it came to what the media was saying and Corns was saying about us being mentally weak. But after tonight, after the way we played tonight, you could see Fraser's effect or whatever is being like sort of taught to the players or coached to the players or whatever's been said amongst the players. The fact that when we made mistakes tonight, there was some noticeable mistakes, like when Hayward sort of didn't execute correctly towards the corridor in the first quarter, when Wilson didn't do that towards late in the second quarter, and we never dropped our heads, never. And we went into halftime, even after Brisbane kicked those last 3 goals in the last 5 minutes of that second quarter before halftime. We just said, look, we'll take that. We're three goals up, and we'll reset. Just completely reset. Don't let it get to your head. And we never let it get to our head. I think we are heading in the right direction when it comes to our mentality, with our way of thinking. I reckon we are approaching a point in time in this club, sort of in this era with this club, where we're starting to see signs of us not being mentally weak.
Mm-hmm.
I think Fraser could be the answer to that. Now, stick to the process. Absolutely, stick to it. With finding the coach. But yeah, Fraser, has the advantage here. And should he be the coach moving forward, I think this could be a turning point when it comes to this, like the mentality of this club and the way it thinks when it, walks onto the footy field and that. I have some hope here. And this is exactly the same. Like, I had hope 2 weeks ago when I came on here on the fan cams, and that hasn't wavered. So, yeah, That's all I can really say.
It's a good point, mate. Yeah, I think reality is that footy doesn't always just go your way, and you win, and then you lose, and then you've got to quickly adjust to what you need to quickly learn whatever it is you need to learn, and then retool and go again. And we've done that. I don't think anybody would have lambasted the boys for losing the game tonight by a couple of goals in the end, starting the way that we did. I think a lot of us would have said, look, that's where we've got to get to. That's the Brisbane Lions. And that's how I was thinking anyway. But to see them not only win, but completely break the Brisbane Lions. They don't break the Lions. I mean, they do. They did. Just goes to show that anything's possible.
Yeah, that's true. Because I was watching like the sort of little betting little clips and hearing what like Nathan Brown and Caden Corns were saying, and they were talking about how they were expecting Brisbane to drop a game because they didn't think it was possible for a team to just go bang 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 all the way to make a grand final and win it again, even though Brisbane known how to do like very close to that in the past 2 years. They know when to click at the right time of the year, especially with these seasons having been longer in recent years. But I kind of, I started when they mentioned that, I thought that does kind of make sense. I expected us to maybe not get up to against Brisbane, but a small part of me, after listening to that, thought maybe we are a chance. Maybe because they had seven wins on the board in a row. I think they're due to drop one. And I think maybe this could be us knocking on the door and being the Grim Reaper a bit for the night and just knocking them off their perch for a moment and that. I still think they'll make it towards the end, Brisbane, even though they'll have a few hiccups with their injuries and that. But yeah, it's good for us. It's good for us to get this kind of win, and it really does install hope. I hope it does install hope in the players, and they don't get too carried away, because you got to look into next week, and you got St Kilda up next, and I think I think we're pretty much in good stead right now. I think we're pretty mentally sound, and the players seem to really be enjoying their footy. It's quite an enjoyable sort of period of time, and I think it's really going to help with Fraser's chances.
They're clearly committed to winning, that's for sure.
I'll let you. One quick thing before I let you go. Just want to give a small shout out to one player, because we haven't mentioned him much tonight. Pitto. I think Pitto.
Finally, someone said it.
Yeah, Pitto. He showed signs of an agile ruckman, like signs of Grundy and that, or moving around the ground and that. It was only a small bit. Like, he took an intercept mark down back. It was all the way down the back to save us from having the goal kicked on us, and he kicked the goal himself at the other end of the ground towards the beginning of the match. He can move. Pitto can move, and he's
Pitto. 3 marks tonight.
Yeah, and 2 of them were that important.
Yep.
They were that important. So it just comes to show he's still our main ruckman. And I know it's like, don't get me wrong, Pitto has his limitations. And people say you need a relatively better ruckman to probably increase your chances of your next flag tilt. Who knows? That most likely might be the case. But for me, for these situations, you look at the premiership teams of the past, the ruckmen haven't been that amazing. I think Pitto, can still be around, but if we find someone better in the meantime, who knows? But Pitto, he's doing his job, and I'm pleased about that. And also a small shout out to Ches. I think the move down back has helped us a bit lately. So yeah, that's all I want to say, Tez, and I'll let you talk with others.
Thank you, my friend.
No worries. Go Baggers.
Go Baggers. Absolutely. All right. Thank you to Jack, who just signed up for the Blue Abroad membership. Appreciate you, mate. All right. Tom,
Hey, Tez. What's going on, man?
How are ya?
Oh, this is me. This is This is what that game deserves. I've lost just all ounce of my voice. I've been floating for hours.
Oh, I don't want to go back to reality. I don't want to go back to reality. I just want to stay here forever.
That's why we're all here. This is why we don't want to go to bed, because we're all going to wake up tomorrow and go back to life and watch
Yeah.
the replay.
I mean, look, to be fair, the next week's going to be great. We'll watch the replay many times. Like, it's going to be awesome. But just to sit in what tonight was,
Yeah, I think I hope a few people have been saying this, like this night's special. I hope this is the night that we all look back and be like, you know, sitting in our deck chairs enjoying the premierships of, you know, reminiscing about Harry Dean and the champions of getting Cripple one, and then being like, it all started. Do you remember that Brisbane game? And then I hope that's what this game is.
it has to be.
It's like,
It's
remember that Brisbane game?
it was
The one-
so
this is it.
special.
Yeah.
It was so different. It was beyond different. It wasn't just Brisbane having a bad day. It was just
We beat them today. We beat them today. It wasn't like we just caught them on an off night. We were better. We were the team.
Oh, it's a relief.
Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know, man. And talking about players that no one's mentioned tonight, someone mentioned him because he flattened Kyle Oman, but I reckon Blake Acres, he is so important to how we play as a team. He is the reason Chera was able to fill Nick Newman's role. He was the reason that we can keep width on and switch the ground and make space and have those kicks into the middle of the ground. He is what this team is. He holds the structure so well.
Well, he's also a strong body that can take a hit, give a hit, take a contested mark, play as an inside mid if needed, which he isn't necessarily needed, but he can break a tackle. You know, I think a lot of wingers might have a perception that they're just good runners, but you have to have strength in this game. To beat Brisbane, you have to be strong.
Yeah, they force you to play uncomfortable sometimes, Brisbane, and we were up for it tonight. We were up for the fight. There was a few times they got a few goals on turnover and did what Brisbane do. You're not going to stop that. Like, sorry, my voice is really bad, but they weren't too afraid to go into the shell. There was one kick where Deeney went for a kick, missed it in the middle of the ground. They got a goal from it, but they were just like, all right, let's just go again. Let's just not lose what is going to make us be us. And I think that's what we sort of lost at the start of the year. As soon as we made those mistakes, we were like, oh, we can't do that again. We just got to kick down the line and hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
What a night.
It's just crazy. I went to the game being like, oh, I've watched Cripps enough. He's a champion. I've got to be there. It's going to be a long night, but at the end of the night, I still know they're going to cherry him on. It's going to be good. And then I get to see that. Like, it was just, this is the reason you go to the footy every week. You don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah. Yeah, and for so long, we didn't know what we were going to get, and we were finding new ways to find new lows. And tonight, we found a new way to find a new high.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I was sitting there, and I'll put my hand up and be like, in that last quarter, it was like, when I think it was Draper going for a shot with like the first 10 seconds, I was like, if he kicks this, here we go. Like, just like, it was just in the back of my mind being like, surely, like, this isn't going to be one of those games where we've just got to hold on. And it wasn't. Yeah. He kicks it out on the full, and then see you later. That was it. Like, I was literally sitting where Atush was sitting. I was on the other side of the cheer squad. And when Charlie Cameron missed that goal in the last quarter and we all started singing Country Road to him, that was That's peak. I've got 3 kids. That's peak. Like that was great. The whole cheer squad doing the bike to him, and he just we're a different club when we're on this level. It's great.
Yeah, we clicked. When we click, it's dangerous.
Yeah, and Ollie Florent got it all today. He was great. He just commands respect from Billy Wilson and all these guys. Is like from what Ainsworth, Florent, Haywood, they've all come in, earned the respect from the guys that have been there, and you can see it now. They all want to have fun and play together. Like Cottrell and Haywood speed walking after a goal celebration. Like these unheard of areas at Carlton. It's crazy.
I love it, mate. I love it.
This is
Soak
got
it
to
up.
go every week.
Soak it up and enjoy it, because this is why we have been holding on as supporters for so long to hopefully break through and start winning regular games and playing in regular final series and hopefully winning premierships.
Yeah. Can I say one more thing? I just want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
Jagger Smith, he out Lockie Neal tonight.
Yeah.
He was around the contest, first up, first hands. He was unbelievable. Lockie Neal didn't play a bad game tonight, but Lockie Neal was trying to play like Jagger Smith tonight, and that's crazy to think of.
It's gonna unlock, if it hasn't already, it's gonna unlock Walsh and it's gonna unlock Cripps, because there will come a time where they're gonna start tagging Jagger. At some point, and then at that point, it's good luck, because then we've got a real trio or quad of mids that you can't tag them all. So
no, that's all right. We'll just drop our best midfielder. That's what we do. That's what we do at Carlton. George Hill, man, he's so good. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your night. I don't know how long you're going to be here, but just don't forget this night, Blue Baggers. That's all I can say.
No, well said, mate. Go Blues.
Go Blues.
Thanks, Tom. Right. The original BC with the $31. Thank you. Sorry, circling back to the Burn versus Wombat headbutt question, you're underrating the Wombat. AFL players train their necks to absorb impact. Wombats are basically a 35-kilogram bowling ball with fur. Does that change your answer? No, it doesn't. I'd still fear the Taylor Burn hit. That's too good. All right, Kez, hello.
I'd still
Kez.
fear the Taylor Burn hit.
Kez.
That's too good. All right, Kez, hello.
Having a chuckle on that one.
How
Hi,
are ya?
how are you?
Good. How are you?
Having a chuckle on that one. That was funny.
What a night, hey?
Oh, what's
Where are you
going
at?
on?
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Not sure. You can't hear me, obviously.
Yeah, I can. I can hear you. Hello? Hello, Kez?
You can hear me?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Sorry.
I can hear you.
You can?
Yes.
All right, but I can't hear you. Yeah.
Apparently.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Just happy to be home, and the car park on the way out was an absolute scream tonight. All the horns going, doing the da 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 da, and so it was a lot of fun coming out of the car park tonight. The game was fabulous. The crowd absolutely in it right from the get go. Taylor Burn, God, if he'd been able to kick that goal right on the boundary line in front of the race, that would have been an absolute belter. Peter Dean kicking the goal, Cottrell, then Wilbur. Just so many highlights tonight. The crowd up and about for the whole game. It just felt like it was going to happen tonight. Very, very happy for Harry back in the side. I really feel we missed him on the wing the last 2 weeks, especially the loss against Collingwood. I think we really missed him, his transition when he marks on the wing. Brody Kemp, as you know, I messaged her through the week. I just felt so sorry for him last week that you can see him fighting back tears, and for him to get those 5 goals tonight, that was so satisfying. So, yeah, he'd be having a good night celebrating tonight. So, yeah, so I'm sorry I can't hear you, but yeah, just happy to enjoying the laughs, and yeah, just very, very happy. I think this was probably, for me, I've been to 2 winning grand finals, 81 and 82. Watched 95 on TV, 87 on TV. But this felt like the 99 premiership prelim final against Essendon. For me,
Wow.
that's what tonight felt like. The crowd behind the boys and everything, just, yeah, amazing.
I love it.
Atmosphere, just, yeah, all over. Fabulous. Loved it.
Love it.
So
Good on you,
I will
Kez.
let you go and enjoy the rest of your night. And I'm not going back to bed for a while because I'm still happy.
Love it. Enjoy. See ya. Love you, Kez. Well done. I don't know what happened there with tech, but yeah. All right. Kel, hello, mate.
G'day, Tez.
How you
What
doing?
a fucking epic win.
Fantastic, mate.
Yeah, I felt the same, actually. It was like a good win, like the prelim against Essendon in 99. It must have been fucking electric there, I reckon. Was it?
Yeah, mate. Honestly, I said it earlier. The place was rattling, and then there were just like 3 or 4 or 5 different occasions with. I think because the Lions were kicking goals, it was back and forth, and then at some point in the fourth quarter, it was like it was clear we were going to win the game, and we got to sit back and enjoy it. And like the one thing about the boys, even when we got to that point, it was foot on the throat. They did not stop sprinting at 100% intensity, no matter what the score was.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought in the last quarter, Mitch McGovern's goal was quite freaky. It came off the outside of his left boot.
Yeah.
And Pito's goal was cool. I always like Pito getting goals.
Yeah. No, it gets up and about too. He loves it too.
Yeah.
Who was your unsung hero? Was that your unsung hero of the night? Or do you have any others?
Yeah, I think McGovern's goal was the my highlight of the night. All other than Harry Dean's, it was cool.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that would, like you were saying about that, the whole stadium would have been rocking. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Harry Dean's goal, unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. I think I've got it here. Do you want to watch it?
Yeah, for sure.
Hayward's having a quarter. Florin as well. They all are. None better than this man, Smith. Oh, wouldn't they go nuts if he kicks a goal? He's done it, Dean. He's done it. A point just give him the job.
But the ability to just shift at the last second. That there, open yourself up, left foot. It wasn't perfect. There was a wobbler.
Yeah, the smile on Fraser's face was nice too. Yeah.
Well, the coach might be the correct wording.
Hayward.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But yeah, mate. What else from the game did you want to bring up?
No, pretty much everything else has been said. Other than that, we had 3 wins in overs. VFLW won as well.
The VFLW won. The VFL boys won. and the AFL boys won. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And
And
the AFLW
start
won
next week.
their practice match on Friday.
Oh well, there you go. We had 4 wins over the weekend then, and
4 from 4, mate.
the VFLW play Tassie next week at North Hobart, so I'll be attending.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful, mate. Well, you enjoy. Thanks for calling in.
No worries. Go Baggers.
Go Baggers. Zane.
What's going on? How are we?
Thank you for your patience, mate.
Hey, happy to do it. Everyone's happy, man.
True. I think we're all just happy to just sit with it. Yeah.
Mate, I just like hearing all the people, like the fact that you had 1,000 people at 1 a.m. Amazing.
Yeah. Heck
well
yeah.
done to you.
I sit here and do this no matter how many people are watching. It is interesting. Yeah. I mean, it is interesting because, like, for sure, I mean, apart from Panos, the absolute fucking banana, there you don't get many opposition fans tuning in to, big Carlton wins.
Yeah.
So it's good that Carlton supporters got to, tune in tonight and like enjoy and revel in it.
I got some notes. Can I read out some notes?
Please do.
Most of them are apologies, and I think I owe some of the players some apologies.
Okay.
I'm a passionate fan, but like I'm gonna give some apologies to Blake Acres. You went missing. You come back in. You earned your spot. I've been very vocal about Blake Acres and his kicking.
Mhm.
Apologies, because effort. Since you've come back in, man, so good.
Yeah.
Gonna give him props. George Hewitt's speed. When he went out of the side, I think the mentality was we needed speed through the midfield. He's just worked on his power running. In that block that he was out, he's worked on power running. So I'm going to give apologies to George Hewitt's speed. Lewis Young's decision making. I didn't know he had the footy smarts that he did, but when he sat in the corner of that forward 50 to draw Harris Andrews, and Harris Andrews goes, "Nah, fuck you, man." And then he's just like, "Oh, I'm going to kick a goal on you, whatever." Like that is just amazing. Adam Chera's hamstrings. I'm going to give apologies to Adam Chera's hamstrings.
Yep.
So they've stood up. McGovern's back as well. So last year and the year before, his back was a sore point. I think there's a lot of fans that thought, "Oh no, he's cooked." But McGovern this year has really, really stood up. And Pito's third efforts, like from the tap down to the midfields, doesn't get anywhere, and then all of a sudden, second and third efforts, I'm going to give him that. I'm converted to Fraser as well.
Wow.
I was a bit nervous about Teague, a little bit burnt from that, but watching all of his interviews, his cool, calm collection, like that for me, I'm now converted. Like give him the job. Just, you know what, fuck it. Don't even ask him. Just give him the contract. It's already wet signed. Whatever. That's it. But I also want to give a shout out to Fags in the interview tonight after the game. Fags said, they're a good side. Give them the last 11 weeks, they're second on the ladder. Like that. That's a massive rap from a coach who's a 2-time premiership winning coach, 3-time grand finalist, to say they're a good side. Like, what's everyone giving them shit for?
Yeah.
That's basically what that was. So that for me is just, it's mad. It's just mad. Like this is Port Adelaide 2013 to get back in the finals. This is 99 prelim final. This is, 2023 was the final, like the prelim final was for me was a relief. Tonight was an awakening.
Ooh.
And I think that's the shift, 2023 is we've been beaten, and then 2023 is like, just shut up for a second. Tonight was an awakening of the beast. And that's just the vibe that I get from this. This is
look, yeah. Word magic's been thrown out, miracles been thrown out. The word shift that you just said, for sure, it had that about it. I haven't sat on the train. It all comes back to me like the walk. So the walk from the stadium to the train station, for me, like I was looking up in the sky, I was like smelling the air, and like it just felt. I mean, it felt
when
different.
do you get the sunlight that you get in the first week of August, late July? When do you get a spring feeling at this time of the year? Sun shining all day, blue skies, right? Blue skies. But like, when do you get that? It's almost like there's just some sort of cosmic shift.
Yeah. Well,
like
if you think about our club too, so there are a lot of people watching who this tonight was a bit of the norm. Like, oh, well, you know, back in the day, it kind of used to be like this. And it's, I mean, in many ways, the club, you know, winning means power. Sometimes power can get to your head, and you know, you do things in the midst of it, and winning at all costs, that sort of thing. And we've been punished, generationally punished.
Yeah.
And I think this club had to relearn how to win, not just week to week, but you know, as a competitor in this competition. And yeah, I think it's been a long, arduous process. Still a long way to go.
Oh yes.
But I think we are being taught the true value of, you know, we don't just because we're Carlton, we win flags. No, that's not how it works.
I think that's the mentality, and I think, you know, generations die, right? And we're in that shift of, well, we're not that post or pre AFL generation. We're not that. Like, I'm 37. I turned 37 last week.
Yeah.
So I was 6 when 95 happened, right? And like, what I've seen has not been what uncles, aunties have seen, right? That's just, it doesn't exist in my vocabulary. But what I've seen from the generations that have come from that, in terms of the players, I know you probably haven't seen the post-game interviews and stuff like that, Tez, but
no.
I implore you to watch Harry Dean in the post-game interview with Fox Sports. My God, he just said, I'm just out there for my mates. I'm wearing the jumper and I'm doing it for the legacy. Like, I'm paraphrasing, but that is the mentality. That's what he's bringing to the club. He's not bringing the weight, he's bringing the passion. And that's the core difference.
That is, I think, I mean, I know that we've injected kids, and part of the reason why they're doing so well is because they are playing right now in their first few. When you first get into the league, you still have the love for the game, and then it becomes a business, and then it becomes setting up yourself, your family, and all of those things. And then, you know, you get your big contract, and then from then on, it's all about dollars. Not all about it, but the love of the game is what gets you to the AFL. And these 18-year-olds that are playing, and these kids that are playing, like, there's a good chunk of them in the team that are playing because they love the game, and it's spreading, and it may be even reminding the senior guys about it. That's why we're starting to see these senior guys. Like, Wiedering hasn't played yet since being injured. I'm seeing him smile. With
the podcast that just came out with the AFLW podcast.
Yeah.
And he's having fun.
Yeah.
When does Wiedering have fun?
Yeah.
Like, that for me is just insane.
Yeah.
But like, there's also the I'm going to give Billy Wilson another rap. Can you, like, how many behinds did Brisbane kick like tonight? Constantly, Billy Wilson. He had that responsibility. That's confidence in your players. That's not taking it away from your players, even if they make mistakes. Don't be afraid of the mistakes. You said it, I think, last week, is don't be afraid of the mistakes. And I think that is the mentality of phrase ball, right? We're going to call it phrase ball. And because that's what it is. Don't be afraid of what might happen. Just do your second effort. Just keep going, right? Like it's a resurgence. And I think that the passion's there. There's hope. And this is not preseason hope as well. This is in-season hope.
Yep.
When have we taken a scalp late season, right? Like that's the thing. I know we've done Geelong round 2, round 4, round 6, but we've never taken a real scalp late season since I believe 2013 Port Adelaide in Adelaide to get into the finals. I think it was 2013, might have been earlier than that, or 2011. Someone correct me, but like, yeah, that's the last time I remember really going out there and just going, nah, fuck this, we're owning it.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt about tonight was a genuine scalp. That's a top 4 scalp.
They said it in the interviews tonight, like with Jay Clark, and they said, do you reckon Josh Fraser was just waiting for a scalp just to put his hat in the ring? I reckon he was. He was, just to prove his worth, going, can I get these players up? Can I get them up to really own it? I don't think it was the milestone of Patrick Cripps that did that. I think it's no, we can do this, guys. We're a team. We're a unit.
Yeah. I hope it translates. Listen, I just hope it translates next week to a crowd of like 48, 50,000, like an absolute complete sellout next week.
Oh, could you imagine like 2011 St Kilda Geelong when they had like 57,000 or something like that? It was something stupid when they had that. Oh, it was 2009, I think it was, when they both played off in the grand final, and they had people literally hanging off the rafters in Marvel. Could you imagine we do that? Just let's get there. Let's fucking go there in droves. Let's just shake it down, man. Let's shake the paint off it, man. Like we can do it.
Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy the end of this season, whatever that looks like.
Absolutely. Good job, Tez. Really appreciate it, man.
Brother. Go Blues.
Go Blues. Cheers.
All right. John.
Tez, how you doing?
You knew it, didn't you?
Mate, we had a chat last week. And we did 2 things tonight. We broke Brisbane.
Yeah.
And a new era of the baby Blues is here. It's officially here. I felt it 4 weeks ago. Not in things that they were doing, their connection. And then when they tried something and it went wrong, they went again. It went wrong, they went again. They pulled it off. But the connection within the group, I haven't seen this since the 80s and the 90s.
That's a massive call. You've seen it.
And I remember it all. I watched it all. And we are in... Tez, trust me. We can't fuck this up. we just can't, right? When Mark Pitnett kicked the second goal tonight off a mark 20 metres out, I said, we're on. When Lewis Young snapped around the corner and had Harris Andrews, right, 20 metres off him, right, and that was a third goal, I said, yes, we'll win by a couple of goals. We'll just do this all night. It'll go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then we got, 36 points in front with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. And Brisbane went bang, bang, bang. And it was 18 points at half time. So I said, okay, I think the boys will do it because they're playing really well. They're very well connected. They've missed a couple of kicks, couple of holding the balls, but the spirit, and they're so mentally fit. This side was broken after round 9. These boys were cooked.
Yeah.
They'd been through the ringer because the coach was going through the ringer. And from now, round 9 till now, what Fraser's done, and the rest of the coaching group, it's not just Fraser, it's the rest of the coaching group, Hansen, all of them. You know, it's such a team effort all the way down the line. And just to see them now, I'm just so happy for them as young men.
Yeah.
And when you see these young players that are ending careers, there's players playing in the 2 that would be in that side. And they're ending careers. Now, I'm not saying that in a happy way, but from a team perspective, when you've got 6 young players ending careers of people that won't get back into that side, and you've got another 4 young players busting their ass to get in, mate, we are in such good shape. We are in really good shape. And what happened after the 3rd quarter? 18 points. We get out to 24. We get out to 30. And then at the 15-minute mark, it's back to 19 points.
Mate,
We broke them.
I'm just thinking, as you're recounting it there, I'm just trying to think, I don't remember when it got to 50, 60, 70. It's going to be the most fun replay.
That was in the 4th quarter. In the third quarter, I think at the 15-minute mark of the third quarter, we were 24 points in front.
Yeah.
At the 15-minute mark of the 3rd quarter.
So we were up. Okay, yeah. I mean, we were up by 42 points at 3/4 time.
At 3/4 time.
It was 18 goals, 9, 117 to 11 goals, 9, 75.
Yeah, I think after Draper missed, was that the 4th quarter when Draper missed that goal?
Draper missed a goal in the 4th. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, at the 15-minute mark, we were 24 points in front.
Yeah.
And then we just broke them. We broke them. Oh, like, we can sit here and talk about every single player, but, you know, it's all been mentioned before. But there's 2 young players, and I'm not going to talk about Jagger or Harry because, you know, we can talk about them and we love them and just their effort and, you know, just their skill set and everything. But Taylor Byrne, not only is he tough, not only is he skillful, but he's got real footy IQ. He's pushing the players where he wants them to go. As soon as he's free or as soon as he gets the ball, he's pushing them. He's telling senior players where he wants them to go. And I'm there, wow, look at this kid. What's he going to do when he builds up after 30, 40, 50 games?
Yep.
He's like 3 Benny Ainsworths.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's going to potentially be. And the other young lad that I really I hope they don't drop him at all. Cooper Lord is really. He is such a good player. He's such a good player.
His ability to. My mark on what makes a good player is no matter where you put them on the field, even though they might have a preferred position, like they find a way to impact. He's now. We'll start talking about it over the next few weeks. Like, no, keep him on the wing. No, he's fine. He's good enough to play that role. He just evolved.
Absolutely. It was such an amazing evening when I said, we're going to end up winning by 4 or 5 goals. And then they just flexed.
Yeah.
They flexed 2-time premiership team.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know where it'll take us for the rest of the year. I'm really not thinking that far ahead. I really want to enjoy the moment and be happy for the boys.
Yeah.
and happy for all of us. But I was quite confident 4 or 5 weeks ago, even after that Hawthorn game on there, I just want to forget about this game. It rained for 2 bloody quarters. You could see them shivering out there, right? They were cooked, right? They didn't stop trying, but they got flexed by a really, really switched on Hawthorn side once the rain went away. And then they just couldn't get back into it. And I still believe that the only difference between not getting Collingwood was our kicking that night. It was atrocious. Our kicking was atrocious. Not only shots at goal, but the shot before goal, the shot before trying to get a goal. So I didn't think that they had it on us that night. Yeah, they won by 21 points, but I wonder how long it's going to take until the media actually start to understand what Carlton are really doing. Because, all right, we beat Geelong. They all said sugar hit, right? And the Blues always traditionally go well against Geelong the last few years. Then we beat the Bulldogs, and what did they say? Oh, Bulldogs had a lot of injuries. Then we got over the line against Richmond. Well, we always have that psychosis with Richmond. But what Fraser has done and his team has done is he's made these lads mentally fit because, and they're going to another physical level because they've got that mental belief now. If you've got that mental belief and you're a professional athlete, and then you can have that skill set as well. Did you see that changing the angles tonight?
I saw it, mate. I saw it. It was
Brisbane
incredible.
didn't know what was going on. They didn't know what was going on.
It was truly
We
incredible.
beat Brisbane at Brisbane's game.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. We sort of learnt how to play like them mid-game and did it better than them by the end.
Are you on the phrase train yet?
Sure. Honestly, do the process.
Oh,
Just
for
finish the
sure.
process. Do all the interviews. Make sure double, triple, quadruple check, because I think by the time you do it all, the right one will appear. And
Yeah.
I'm happy for them to just make sure. I love what Fraser's doing. Full credit, full kudos in the context of what was happening behind the scenes as well, like all of that. But just finish the process. Don't take the shortcut, even though it seems like we're at the very end of it. Just do it right. Get it right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
I agree.
I think that's what separates premiers from teams that don't win the premiership. It's the margins are so fine. So we've gotten to a prelim 2023, and the margins were so fine. We seemingly were close enough to maybe make it, and we didn't. So I'm really big on just not shortcutting anything.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But there's a big difference now, Terry, from 2023.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no poison in the team.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's a real belief within the group. How far it takes them this year, I don't know. I'd love to play Sydney in a final.
Yeah. Well, John, it's been a pleasure, mate. Thanks for calling in.
Tez, thanks for all your work, mate. Thanks for keeping us all connected.
My pleasure, mate. Go Blues.
All right, go Blues.
All right, we've got a few more, and then we're going to wrap it up. Like closing in, we got Wayne, we got Tony, we got Tolls, we got Mark. Wayne.
What's up, Tez? Hey. Oh, let me just pause that for a minute. Unfortunately, Dad couldn't stay up. We tried.
No, that's okay.
He slept in the chair. He hasn't even watched the replay yet. It's his birthday tomorrow, so text him a birthday. Text him a birthday.
The great man tomorrow. You guys at the game tonight?
No, so because my sister's got work tomorrow, like they had, everything happened today, and last week was Mum's birthday, and I didn't get her anything, and my neck was on the chocolate block, mate. So
Sorry,
I,
I can't. Sorry, you
oh,
sound like you might have your
sorry,
hand over
yeah,
the
I was a bit
microphone.
mumbly. Sorry about that. It was my mum's birthday last week, and I'd forgotten to get a card or anything, so I'm in the doghouse again. But anyway, I'll get straight to the point, and then I've got a lot. So,
Hang on. I think you got your phone. Are you holding your phone?
yeah.
I think you've
I'll
got
try.
your hand on the bottom of it, and you're muffling your microphone.
Okay, is that better?
Much better.
Yeah, sorry. That's my phone's in a case, so it's kind of makes it
That would
worse.
make sense. Yep.
So how was Fraser's smile, man? He hasn't smiled the whole process. All of a sudden, the smile on his face. Oh
Were you guys at the game tonight?
no, as I was trying to say before, my dad's birthday. So he's tomorrow. So make sure you text him.
Yes.
Wish him a happy birthday.
I
Good
will.
old Pops. He's he fell asleep in the chair. He was too
I heard that
cooked.
part. Yeah. What was your takeaway from the game?
I'm gonna have to watch it again and again and again. Mate, so I wrote everything down because it was easier that way. Man, we should just call Pitto the Pit because he puts them all in the ground, bro.
It does.
It was man, how was Gov's goal as well? That was crazy.
It was.
And Lockie Cowan, what the Cow King, man. He is amazing. He's extra strong, extra fast, lightning enchanted. He's got spectral hit. He's good. Okay, only gamers would get that reference, but still. And Cooper Lord and Wilson, what a group they were.
Yeah, Billy took a big responsibility tonight. He had a big role to
Absolutely.
play. Yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree. I think I think going through the center, he's I think he is very encouraging to the other players, I reckon, to start using the corridor a bit more. We did have that turnaround,
Yeah.
but I think it was worth it in the end for what he did. It was just it was miraculous. And I think I counted it right, but I'm not entirely sure. I have to look back. But I think we had less than 10 kicks on the head tonight. Everything else was, all of our disposals were streamlined in front or to our advantage. It was brilliant to watch.
Yeah.
Also, oh man, just every time everyone says that Taylor Burns name, man, I'm just thinking of the burn, baby, burn. Everything seems to go. Everything just comes. Everything comes in the style of music, doesn't it? I remember that. And then, oh man, we should call Ben Ainsworth instead of, actually add the one in the middle, but also add Gainsworth instead of Ainsworth, because man, the man's full of muscle, man. He's got some muscle.
Benny fucking Gainsworth. I love it.
Oh.
What's your belief like now for next week? I'm sure it's
I'll
getting
try. Is it St Kilda's home game?
Yeah.
Or is
Spuds
it
game.
Yeah. So I'll probably try and get to the game, but I know Dad probably won't. He hasn't been able to, like, his health's in, so he's it's harder for him to get to the game.
Yeah, fair enough.
I try and do the best I can.
No, that's fair. Well,
And during the I missed like the first 5 seconds, the 20 seconds of the third quarter. So I'm looking forward to watching that again. Can't believe I missed it. I was just just missed it. I was kicking myself.
No, it's
But,
okay.
I got to see the replay at least, like in game while it was live. But I'll probably go back
Yeah.
and watch it again.
Beautiful, mate. Well, send Pops a big hug from
Oh,
all of us when he
he
wakes up.
gets it. He'll get it. He'll
Or you
definitely
can
get it. It takes
go
me
right
about
now after this call and give him a big cuddle.
he's out like a light. So
let him sleep. Mate, we'll chat to you next week.
yeah, there is something, but I'll bring it up later date. And here's hoping. My mystic ball says we're good. We'll do well. We'll make wild card.
All
We've
right,
got it.
fingers
And
crossed.
it wouldn't be nice if there was a joke I made with the grand final. If there was a grand final, I was going to do something. I won't say it online. I'll wait till the message. All right, guys. Have a good night. Have a
See you,
good
mate.
night, people.
All right. Dynamic Hypnotic with the $5. My wife had an ultrasound today, and the little fella was wearing a hoodie and had his hands in his pockets. I think it's a sign. Love it. All right, back to the UK. Tony.
Hello, Terry. What a night! One of the most comprehensive performances we've seen, probably in our adult lives.
For sure. Against a proper contender too. That's the part that I think is why it's so special.
What's been the last 2 years? We couldn't beat top 8 teams. We get to the back end of the season. We can't beat those teams. We only beat West Coast. We only beat North and all of that. This was a top 4 team, dual back-to-back flag winner who'd won, 5 or 6 in a row, who was hitting their straps and got absolutely destroyed. From a team that's missing Wiedering and probably 1 or 2 more, but for everything that's happened this year, and to come out like that, and the accuracy of the kicks, the system, the accuracy and goal kicking, Kemp with 5, a full team performance, like genuine, no passengers, mate. Like everyone was driving, and it was great to see.
Perfectly summarized. Yeah. Did you? What was your head at before the game? What were you thinking before watching it? As you sat down, you're like, "All right, what am I in for today?"
So I was watching In and Out. I had it on the phone while I was at an event, and you said we can do it tonight. And then I looked at I was looking at the lineups, looking at, because football's a funny thing. Like, it is a momentum game, and there's been times where clubs like this just do shit the bed. Like they happen against GWS. Like Freo lost to GWS. It does happen where they have off nights, and I thought, look, we're a chance, and it'll put a real stamp on Fraser's credentials, but also really just wash away any mental demons and scars. And if this win doesn't wipe a lot of that away, I don't know what will. So I thought we had a chance, especially home deck. They've got to travel. Look, we just came off the Suns. That should have been a 50-point belting. We're at home for the next 4 weeks. Okay, we're in with a chance here, and this will really be, the scalp that Fraser wanted, and a scalp that the team needed, especially after, the Hawthorn game was a torrential downpour, and the Collingwood game was very, very poor. But this was like, wow, a top 4 double flag winner with, look, a couple of people out, but they're still Brisbane. Still got all the stars. And just the pressure rating was still 186 in the fourth quarter with like 8 minutes to go. And it wasn't a high tackle game, but the pressure was there, the changing the angles, the short kicks, Jagger with his quick feet. And to be honest, Cripps and Walsh didn't do a hell of a lot. This was, a Chera game. This was a Pitterneck game. This was a Lord on the Wing game. This was a Jagger game. Dean kicking his goal to contort the body that way because he doesn't have a right foot. Burn again, Kemp, like just a full 4-quarter effort from everybody. And look, we're not going to play like that every week, but if we can have that to continually build our floor, that would be elite.
Well, that was the ceiling.
Yeah.
That was, this is what's possible. And like we had imagined it, and if this happens, and if he plays well, and if he kicks straight, and if so and so. Tonight, I think we saw what's possible.
Yeah, we always talk shoulda, woulda, couldas, but this was like they put it all together.
Yes.
And this is, and like you can't take anything, like even credit to Fagan, he actually called it. He was like, mate, Carlton absolutely played well tonight. Well, McRae and Scott probably would have had a cry, but credit to him, he actually saw it for what it was. I still think Brisbane will still be top 4, and you know they'll make a prelim. They'll be all right. But to be able to take a scalp at the back end of the season when it's getting tired, yeah, okay, wild cards on the cards, yep. But everyone's getting tired. It's what are we, round 21 now? Look, do we or don't we in terms of wild card? But they put the foot on, and what I was proud of is that they put the foot on the throat. Carlton typically don't put the foot on the throat. When there's, you know, if it bleeds, you can kill it. And they actually did that tonight. That was the Lee Matthews saying. And typically Carlton, they'll get a bit ahead and then they'll either early in the season lose the lead or only win by 10 or 15 when the opportunity is there to really kill them. This was a destroyation, and it was just beautiful to watch. And I can't wait to watch the replay after this. And Fraser will now put his hand up. He'll get called in. AFL was pushing Gia. There'll probably be 4 or 5 of them. But the credentials are now really being solidified with a win like this.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
How's it been this past couple of hours, mate? I've missed a fair bit, but how's it been this past couple of hours? Because I'm just going to rehash what everyone else has said, but it's very, very proud night.
No, honestly, it's been bliss. We're 3.5 hours in. I feel like I've blinked. I don't remember the first hour. Oh no, I remember Gav. I actually remember Gav pretty clearly. But it's just, yeah. These are the memories. These are the ones. These are the special ones.
We'll talk about this game for a while.
Yeah.
But no, it's good to see. Good to see Seba. Sebastiani. Good to see Riley on. Good to see some friendly faces. But just what more can you say that everyone else has said it? It's just take this form into next week and absolutely give St Kilda a well-deserved belting, as we sat here last time with the white flag game. This is where, and you can do it. Like, you can't sit here and say, yeah, we're going to win by 100, but like, you have proven that you can belt one of the best teams in the land. You now need to back that up and do it again against St Kilda, who are on the ropes, who are in that. This is an 8-point game. Silvani's out, TDK's out, injuries galore. Max King's gone again. Like, you want to stick it right up them, stick it up. Prove something to Enright. Prove something to stick it up Ross. Man. It would be beautiful.
It would be so good to just even the ledger with the Saints this year and give them a nice little touch up, just to see how far we've come from the last time we've played them. So,
man, I would love to see that. But look, these are all nice little wins that compound into the greater plan of the new coach, of the new list manager, of the new national recruiting manager, of Davies and Priestley and Ryder working together. And every time Byrne touches the ball, every time Dean has a spoil, every time Ison has a good game in the VFL and the Campo twins put it on, and Lord has another game, it's all building blocks for the bigger plan of making this a consistent, challenging finals team and building that core. And then you throw Walker in, throw a tall forward or two, throw some kids in, go again to the well and get some experienced campaigners, like how good Florence has been, like how good Hayward has been, like how good BA's BA has been this year, and adding a couple more of them in. And we could really, tonight was really a team effort, and that's what Carlton has never really been. It's always been a champion effort from Cripps or someone like that. But Hewitt, chair off the halfback, Cowan, who I'd written off, at that Brisbane game, has turned it around. Akers earned his spot back. Here we go. Ollie Hollins is not a guaranteed walk-up start anymore, but just seeing all of that come together. Frankie Evans, the fan favourite, loving it, kicking goals, hitting targets, putting his head over it, killing. That is what really drives people to go to the football. That is what really helps to build the confidence going into the preseason, going into next year. If they make the wild card, awesome. We want to strive for that. But what we want to do is have these moments, have these building blocks to then for the greater plan of being that Geelong, of being that Brisbane, of being that Hawthorn for the long term. But this is a night that these players should not forget. This is the night that these players should constantly think about to prove to themselves and remind themselves that they can do it against the best. They can put the foot on the throat, and they can win.
Yep. Well said, mate. Looking forward to what's coming.
As always, Terry, I know you got to go to bed, but it's almost 3 a.m. over there, so you'll have one more. But thank you as always, and I look forward to seeing you during the week.
For sure, mate. Go Blues.
Go Blues.
All right. 2 more, and then that's us. We're going to go Tolls, and then we're going to finish with Mark. Tolls.
Oh, Terry. Wasn't that special?
You look like you're outside in the cold.
I really fucking am. I'm out in the fucking country.
Okay.
I got my blanket around me. Just inside there are people sleeping, and it's pretty echoey. So I'm sitting outside. That's all right.
Tell us, mate, what have you got
Loving
for
the
me tonight
stars.
on your mind?
Fuck, man. All right. Firstly, I'm absolutely filthy. I wasn't able to watch this game. I was
You haven't
watching
watched
the
it?
scorebug on the AFL app. Fuck. The replay tomorrow with my mum and my auntie is going to be fucking glorious. I'm saying that much. But I've seen the highlights on the various shit that AFL app has posted. But
Yes.
this game's going down in history. Like, you know, I'm always I'm I'm the president of the fucking Nuffy fan club. I'm always on after a 1-point win over a bottom 4 club saying, we're back, we're fucking back, we go to the premiership, the lid's off. But this is the game that really told me, no, you know what? This one's different because it feels like this is us showing we're ready to go to the next level. And
Yeah.
like, we're ready to say, okay, this game, this is the baseline now. This is the standard we need to, if we want to be a top 4 side, we want to be like Sydney or the Freo or Brisbane, honestly. This is what we need to be doing every week. We need to be saying, okay, yeah, our backs need to be locking everything down. Walsh and Smith need to be psychic. Our top 3, Kemp, McGovern, and Mackay. We need to be making that a nightmare selection for the opposing coach, saying, okay, whoever you put your 3rd best defender on, they're kicking 5 goals. Like, make the choice.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
Like, this is the game. And for Cripps 250th.
They got it done, mate. They got it done.
We got it done.
They got it done.
Well,
Hey, you gotta watch the game, man.
I know.
You gotta
I'm going
watch
to
the
enjoy it.
game.
I'm
I want to hear what
going
you
to
have to say
enjoy it.
about the game because you've watched it. So watch it and call me on the team show next week.
I might just have to, but
no, you have to watch the game.
I will. No, I will.
There's not
no. I
might.
wasn't saying that. I will have to watch the game. I might have to talk to you on the team show next week. I'm saying sorry.
Love it.
Specifics.
Enjoy your night and get into the warm, mate. It's cold. I feel like you're gonna get sick.
Yeah, it's 1 degree. I'm fine. I'm fine though. It's good. I got my Carlton jumper on under the leather jacket. It's sick.
Love it.
We're all good. Rugged up.
All right, mate. I'll leave you to it. You have a good one.
Yeah. Good night, Tez.
Go Blues.
Go Blues.
All right. It's time for the return of Mark. Hello, Mark. great. I want to watch this. It's from the club. They've never done this. They've never done this before. It's from the rooms. I think this is going to be epic. We'll finish with this.
Walshy, that must have been incredibly enjoyable out there.
Yeah, it was. It was, obviously a big game for us, and to get that result was unbelievable. So atmosphere was so good.
Your goal in the last quarter, bit of carry on.
Yeah, I needed one. I butchered a couple in the first quarter. So, look, I thought it might have even been touched, but I was like, I'm just going to celebrate the crowd anyway, see what they give me. But yeah, it's a nice little cherry on top.
Over 40,000 people in the house. It felt every bit of that out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if we keep playing to our strengths, people are going to come wanting to watch us, and still got three really important games coming up.
Has Deanie stopped running around after that goal?
So good, mate. So good. That's one of the rare times I've wanted to run off the bench. But yeah, he was. That's footy karma, I reckon. He just does so much of the hard stuff and a bit of flair in his game too. So it's good.
Thanks, Walshy.
Thanks, mate.
Lewis, that must have been one of the more enjoyable nights of football that you played.
Yeah, for a little while, yeah, it was good fun. Everything just sort of clicked, so it was a great time being out there.
The last 2 weeks, been back in the side and playing a real interesting hybrid role, I guess. How have you gone about your business in the last fortnight?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, to get an opportunity and the team's great, and then I'm just taking what I can. Like I'm getting pushed around forward, back, ruck every 2 minutes, which is great. So no, I'm just enjoying it, having a good time.
One of your close mates is Mark Pitnet. How much has he helped you as your ruck partner?
Yeah, it was fun yesterday in the captain's room. Me and Peter sat down for about half an hour and just talked analytical ruck sort of craft and got a bit of depth in it, which is good fun. Most people think ruckmen aren't the smartest people, but me and Peter sort of proved them wrong. So no, it's great.
Right-footed snaps your go.
Pardon?
Right-footed snaps your go. That's what you're going to give to the team.
Okay, yep, we'll go with that. Yeah, sure.
Thanks, Liz.
Thanks, guys.
Mate, how fun was that?
Oh, amazing. I'm just glad that we could get a result for Cripper and Hainsey. They deserve it more than anyone.
In terms of the crowd out there and the noise, is that why you came to the Carlton Footy Club?
Oh, 100%. They, I've said it before, but they help us win games, and we feed off their energy, and the boys did that tonight.
There was a bit of conjecture over yours and Cott's celebration. Com Games walk or Kath and Kim?
Say that again, sorry?
Com Games or Kath and Kim?
Com Games walk, celebrating the 10K win in 37 minutes, I think. So it was planned about 5 minutes before we went out. And then after we did it, I said, shit, I hope we win. So that was a sigh of relief. But yeah, he's a fun man to play footy with, Cots. He makes me smile.
Who'd you love out there?
It's hard to go past Jagger. I was very happy for Kempy. He works on his game really hard, and he got the reward that he deserves tonight. So I was really happy for him.
Thanks for what?
What?
Thanks.
Nah, all good.
How are you?
Oh, I'm buzzing. I'm fizzed up.
Run us through the game.
Very solid performance from everyone. Big congratulations to Jagger as well. Well deserved. Played a super game, but that was just blue collar all day. So I love playing with the boys, and congrats to Cripper and Hainsey in 250. So a very special night.
2 milestones out there that you just mentioned. How much was that mentioned in the pre-game about getting the job done for them?
Yeah, a lot. So we still just thought about the basics and still winning the game, but I think it just meant a bit more. Because what Cripper's done for the club and Hainsey, the last 2 years he's been here, it's been pretty special. So to get it done for the club and for them it's pretty cool.
We've got to talk about the second quarter. Have you landed yet?
Oh, I don't know. That was. It went through, and I was like, it's gone through. I don't know what to do, and I just started running, and then I think I got most of the boys tired at that stage, and I think they kicked 2 goals in a row. So
3.
Yeah, 3. So but it was well deserved and got the win. So
what were you doing down there, and were you very close to jumping into the crowd?
I got no idea why I was down there. I just saw the chain, and I was like, I might get on here, and Jagger handballed it to me, and I was like, I've got to find an option. And then I was going to think of Tanana, and I was like, no, I'll just belly a helicopter and then bend back. And I was like, oh, it went through. I didn't know what to do.
The celebration?
I don't even know what I did. I think I just ran about 50 metres.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
We've got to ask you about the second quarter goal that Harry kicked. What was your reaction?
I actually got out of my seat to go to the toilet. And I got called. I heard voices calling my name. I just kept going. Then I saw on the screen, TV screen, the way past. But that's been a common thing through Harry's career. he's nearly taken mark of the year or taken mark of the year through the juniors, and I've had my head down in my notes. So it's just a follow on. And I told him that. So I'm looking forward to actually seeing the goal again, and I've heard the celebrations are okay as well. Yeah.
The performance as a whole must have been so good for you to watch that in the stands.
Yeah, and I don't think did Logan. No, he didn't kick a goal. No. Yeah, okay. So that's a good thing. Yeah. So it's always good as a backman when you keep your opponent to zero, and yeah. So did some good things, and yeah, still got a lot to learn, but can't speak. As I said before, and I'll keep saying he's going to be a better player than me.
Thanks, Peter.
Thanks very much.
Can be run us through the emotions post-match.
Firstly, pumped with the win. I mean, I think from a team point of view, that's the best we've played in a while. I was on 3OW just before, and they said it was our biggest score in 10 years or something, which is crazy against a quality opposition. And then for myself, just a bit of relief, to be honest. Like, the funny thing is I spent the least time this week on my goal kicking that I have all year. And I think sometimes less is more. So, yeah, I'm super pumped with the team. But, yeah, truthfully, I'm pumped with myself as well.
We spoke this time last week, and you mentioned how frustrating it's been for you. That must have been so relieving for you to have that return to the scoreboard tonight.
Oh, yeah, massively. Yeah, it's, it's frustrating when you put so much work into your game, especially that part of it. And, for a large part of the last month or two, it hasn't worked for me, and it's been super frustrating. But, tonight was, something that I've been wanting and, knowing that I'm capable of. So, I'm very relieved.
And the roar from the Carlton fans that greeted each of your 5 goals must have been music to the ears.
Yeah, I love the Carlton fans, and I think even though I've been, a bit wayward at goal at times, I think they've always stuck by me and knew that I'd turn a corner. So forever grateful to them, and the roar on the 5th goal was pretty cool.
Enjoy this for a few days and then move on to St Kilda next week.
Exactly right. Yeah, it's only one game, and as I said, we'll enjoy it for a couple of days, and then we look to St Kilda, which will be a big game.
Thanks very much. Well done.
Thank you.
This match highlight is
Damn, man. Crazy stuff. We could do the presser, but I can't show you the video. Audio presser, or call it a night. Yeah, we'll do the audio presser. Come on. Let's do the audio presser. One moment.
It was nice to see some complementary football from our boys and phases linking together pretty well. I think Brisbane, we know the quality of Brisbane and how good they've been for a long period of time, and sometimes you can have these nights where you're marginally off, and we can't necessarily control that, but what we can control is the plan that we had going into the game, what we wanted to take away from them, but then what we wanted to bring as well. So by and large, it was pretty consistent over 4 quarters, but yeah, there were still moments in the game where I thought we probably left some chances out there and maybe didn't quite defend the way we wanted to, but it's an imperfect game. You're trying to chase consistency, and the best teams will challenge you. So pleasing result overall.
I think it was an equal VFL AFL record, 16 individual goal kickers tonight. It must be really pleasing for you.
Yeah, it is. It's look, we've spoken a lot about team first, and being really predictable in our offense and those sorts of things. And our players are buying into that, and we're acknowledging that just as much as we're acknowledging the person kicking the goal. And it's not only that, like, it's encouraging to hear the spread of goal kickers, but the spread of players taking their opportunities defensively and buying into that side of the game is equally as important for us. I thought we defended the ground pretty well tonight as a unit.
How much of a motivation tonight was the Skipper's 250th and also Nick Haynes?
Well, we spoke about it during the week and pre-game. I'd love to think that, you know, the win wasn't just the emotion of that, but it was more the process that we've been tipping into over 10 or 11 weeks now. But with that said, you know, both players, Cripper and Hainsey, I think have huge standing amongst the group, and there would have been an awareness that if we could just take a little bit of what Cripper does and a little bit of what Hainsey brings, it's going to help us.
Cripps has probably carried this club for a long time. How fit he was it for? Now, he didn't have the best game of his career, but yeah, other guys were able to step up and really play good games as well.
I think we're at a stage where we don't need him to be our best player each week. Not to say that he's not going to have games where he's influential, and he's had those games for us, but part of where we're going in terms of leaving his club in a better place is making sure that other players assume responsibility, and Cripper doesn't feel like he has to do everything. And I've spoken about this previously. I think he's doing an incredible job at empowering others around him and making others better. And sometimes that means his possession rate comes down, but it doesn't mean he's in.
Hang on.
Nice.
It's only showing 2 minutes, 41 seconds. Oh, well, you know what? I think that's us. That is us. Almost 4 hours in the book. I have seen nothing else online. I've just been here. But yeah. Oh, look at this. We can finish on this one, I reckon. This is a good shot. Oh, they did it. They did it for him. They did it for themselves, but like, just to see Cripps in a milestone game, that's perfect. All right. It's 3 a.m. Marathon fan cams, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for your support of the show, of the channel. On the way out, if you can hit the thumbs up button, that will help the video spread to more and more Carlton fans. I hope you enjoyed the show. Enjoy the win. Watch all the replays. Oh my God, the ratings. Oh my goodness. The ratings is going to be hectic on Monday, and the season is well and truly alive. So don't forget that. I will see you tomorrow for the review. Take care. Much love. Go Blues.